Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We'll be bringing raw and unfiltered energy for each movie and TV show that we will be reviewing. Just think of it as turning your movie group chat into a podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
I am Jason. And man, per usual, I got some house rules I want to run through with you. So let's get started. One, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't watched it, please stop, go check it out, and then come listen to this review. Number two, please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know, let your church members know, let your family know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though podcast. Number three, have fun. We just kicking shit, having fun with my friends. That's what we do. And last but not least, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. So if you're watching with your kids, that's something on you that has nothing to do with us. Let's get to this review.
But is it though?
It
He'll
is
jump
kind of.
in. He'll just
I
be
am.
like, boom.
You know what? I am almost modern. I'm only modern on certain things. Like I don't need nobody. I let men do man shit. So like that introducing thing, that's an Anthony thing. That's not really a me thing.
That's a man. That's a man thing.
It is.
Tying her shoes is
Yeah.
a man thing.
Yeah.
Opening doors is a
Yeah.
I
Jess,
love
you
that.
don't even wear shoes or shoestrings. You still wear the Velcro. You still
She
got
don't. Them
Velcros
toes
and
just be
straps.
out. In
No,
the
she wears
summer-
shoes and
and
Velcro.
That's like
You-
them little special ed kids. Oh,
Well, my
That's
toes
cute.
are special.
that's cute. We're gonna get you some Velcro shoes.
No,
when
the
we get
fuck
to
you
Houston.
not. No, the
We
fuck we
are.
not.
We are.
The first two minutes.
Them little Jesus sandals with the Velcro on the side. We gonna get you some.
Oh, yes.
Jesus.
We'll get George to buy
sandals.
them.
Oh,
Look at her.
yes.
Oh God. Yeah. What is this? What's this?
155.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning for whenever this episode finds you. Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason,
I am Jazz.
and we are joined with one of our, I guess I'm gonna say sister podcasts or whatever it may be at this point, family web, whatever it may be at this point. But the Talking Ish podcast, a podcast amongst friends. Now currently, we only have one of their co-hosts. We should be joined with another one later. But Coretta with the Beretta, how are you, Miss Helaine?
Copacetic. Thank you, sir.
Glad to hear it. We were trying to when we were discussing movies and things. I feel like this has been one of the movies we have made jokes about for quite some time since we've had a podcast. One of the first clips that ever went like viral and went kind of crazy was attached to the ending of this movie. What?
Really?
It was. I could be mistaken, but yeah, if I'm not mistaken,
I don't think I saw that one. Wait, that's not the one where y'all's in the kitchens?
in the
No,
kitchen.
that was soul food.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was like, wait.
we were actually reviewing Woman King, and I kind of compared Jazz to the lead in the Woman King.
I remember.
What she would, how she would leave the pack for that light skinned brother, who, yeah.
Oh, that's
So, yeah,
treacherous.
So
Don't do that.
It kind of went crazy. But before we
Don't
get
do
into
that.
that, episode 155 is dedicated to a classic. One of those movies I do feel like it touches so many different points in the film. Just watching it as an adult, you definitely get a different respect for it. As a kid, it was just sadness and emotion. It's a few celebratory moments. But if you don't know, if you can't see Nate in my background, you can't.
So gross.
Nasty business, man.
Nasty nigga.
Business.
Oh, you can't see
Disgusting.
the ladies on the car behind Jazz. We are
Disgusting.
disgusting. Disgusting. We are
Disgusting is right.
discussing Set It Off from the mind of F. Gary Gray. Um, based on what I've seen, based on tweets that I've seen, I'm assuming Jazz would be carrying this one for us because she had
Yeah.
quadrants of notes. Yeah, I
Whoa,
don't know what she.
whoa. It's nothing like that, but I just wanted to do something special for this review,
Understand. Understand.
So first, I just want to let y'all know I have a nice little game for us this evening. And the game is going to be called Game of Tears versus Cheers. I'll be asking each of y'all one question throughout this review. So it'll be interesting, something different. But before we get into this film, I wanted to ask y'all your views on watching this film recently with fresh eyes. I'm not exactly sure if y'all watch it as often as others because I feel like Set It Off is one of those movies that people don't go too many years without seeing. But let me ask you first, Jason. Watching this, do you feel like it aged well?
I do. I did. I do think it aged. I do. I mean, it's so hard to say if a movie has taken things from this. Now I know the blackening. There is that one scene in that movie where they kind of not mocked them, but they did pay homage to when they was getting ready to leave the house to try to make their run. I know that that was something, but I don't like when it comes to films like heist films. I think this was one a great film for a great movie for a heist film. Also, it kind of made a lot of sense based on how the women were moving in the movie. But I also thought it was a hell of a movie that F. Gary put on his resume because he did Friday a year prior to. So going from Friday into this, you just kind of see the kind of how big of a scale. But I do see some like Terminator, James Cameron shots that he used, and it just kind of a testament to his work today as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Helaine, what about you? Do you feel like this movie aged well?
Surprisingly, it did. And I don't watch, like, I, up until I rewatched this the other day, I had not seen Set It Off in probably,
Niggas at the movies. This last time you seen it, huh?
probably, I mean, it probably wasn't that long, but it was close. Like, I haven't seen Set It Off in probably 15 years, if that. It might
Right.
have been longer than that. So to rewatch it again as an adult, like fully formed adult, was a little different because I saw some of the
Hmm.
nuances in it that I didn't get originally.
Yeah.
And I was just like, because I texted you, Jazz. I was like, I don't like this. Like I'm feeling feelings that I don't remember feeling when the first time I saw this movie.
Yeah.
Man.
And I remember because like they would show it on BET, but of course it would be cut up. So
Hmm.
when I
Mhm.
watched it recently, I completely forgot, or maybe I never realized that movie is
That fool
long
was
as
like, this is
shit.
long. This movie is long.
That movie is like over
It's not
two
that
hours.
long.
Not, but see, it
Is
doesn't
it?
feel like I clocked it and I made sure to put notes. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes. Cause I said, why the fuck is this movie so long? But it doesn't feel like it's that long. But like watching it all the way through recently, I've completely forgot about the scene with Stony crying and coping with the loss of Stevie. I don't think BET had that scene in there. They cut that scene out. That shit was not on BET.
You know what? I was thinking the same. I don't remember them talking about she's been throwing up all day.
Right.
That
I
part?
don't
Yeah,
remember
I
that
don't remember
scene.
that.
Like I'm watching it, I'm like, when the hell did they add this?
Right.
I think one of the biggest things that I went back that stuck out to me was the Queen Latifah character, Cleo, and the LGB representation that they had in the movie. So it made me want to deep dive and look to see, was this like the first like I ain't gonna say openly, but like lead character, which it wasn't in the film, but it was said to be one of the first ones that had nuance, and it wasn't just like this on the nose, just a black or queer gay woman, a queer woman who was just living, and he didn't have the whole thing of people making jokes or coming on to her like kind of crazy. It was just a
Yeah.
woman being
Hmm.
in the role. So that was something. But then also the stigma that was around being gay in that early 90s, the 80s, early 90s was something as well as just seeing that. So that was dope to see in their role, her in their role as well. And I really appreciated, her character.
Did you notice that her girlfriend didn't have any lines in this movie?
Bitch did not speak.
She didn't say
Didn't speak at
anything.
all.
Like,
Cause
what?
even cause cause Vivica Fox character even, but she's like, this bitch don't talk.
Listen, when she went to go get her drink from Cleo, she said,
She's
"Hey,
like, hey
girl."
girl,
She
that's a cute
just,
outfit.
I said,
Hey,
they
look.
didn't give you nothing.
They
That
said,
bitch
"Nah,
don't speak.
she only just speak,
Look,
just
but why
freely
did
be
nobody
seen, not
pick up on the
heard."
fact that that shit was foreshadowing Queen Latifah's life? Because we was just like, nah, she acting.
Oh, nah, we kind of, yeah. I'm glad she's able to be expressive off
Be
out,
free with it now,
right.
yeah.
But
But in '95, nigga, I don't think nobody was clocking Queen Latifah to be gay.
I don't know
the
about that.
UNITY video,
I don't
it
know,
might
man.
have been
I don't.
No,
I
but that
don't.
was the style. That was the
Nah,
That's true because
I
style.
Aaliyah had the
disagree.
baggy pants and
Like
stuff
that
I
like
was the
that.
I
style
did
though.
maybe because I was familiar with her at a young age, but nah, I don't know. Queen Latifah always gay to me.
Because
But
Living
see,
Single, think about it. Living Single was what,
that,
93?
I was
yeah,
shocked she was with
And
niggas.
nobody was licking in Living
so
Single. Because like
many
we was seeing all
niggas.
them fine ass niggas
I
that she
was
was
shocked.
fucking with
No,
on Living
I would
Single.
know. I was shocked she was with niggas in Living Single. I'm like, that's kind of shocking.
because she
I
still
wasn't.
she still kind of had her same style too. Of course,
She
she didn't have the
did. She still
cornrows,
kind of,
but
it was kind of tomboyish or
yeah,
whatever.
It was
But
that not kind of. It was tomboyish. I don't recall. I can't recall Khadijah having a dress on in my head
she
maybe a
did.
skirt. I bet you
No,
she
she
had a
wore a
skirt on.
dress. She wore a dress a few times. She did wear skirts,
to an event.
but it was always, yeah.
Okay, because she went to work and she was at home. She was never like dolled up like
Nah. And then even when
the
she
other
had like
ones.
work shit, she was in a suit. So I was like,
She was in a nigga suit like not a nigga suit, but or females like Pat Summit. They used to coach Tennessee. She was wearing a
yeah,
suit like that.
yeah.
But I do want to ask y'all, how did you feel about the pacing of the movie? Because I say, like, for me, it definitely doesn't feel like it's long. So do you think the pacing went well with this movie? Because you had a lot of things happening, which I completely forgot. I'm sitting here like, oh, so we went through the whole before everybody's life falling apart, the plan, rob 3 banks, create a love story, and then you have something with Luther. And I was just like, y'all got a lot of shit fitted into this film and of them getting the guns and prepping and everything. I was just like, damn, y'all told us the entire story, which I do appreciate. But
Right.
The Luther part, I didn't. I knew a gun was pulled on him, but I forgot what was the reasoning behind that. Which I was because in my mind I'm like, bro, why they getting greedy now? Because they done got this bank 75 racks a person. It's time to leave. There's nothing else to do at this point outside of Titi getting her son back. Nobody had a reason to stick around to do anything at that point.
Stoney met the love of her life.
That's not the love of your life. It was too early, it was too soon.
They
She
were
had
sticking
already
around for a reason though.
no, they weren't.
No, but hold on. It's Luther stole their money.
No, I know what I'm saying that's that, but they already had it. They didn't need nothing else at that point. They could have left. They didn't
Yeah.
need
You mean in
anything
that
else.
moment right
Yeah,
there?
except TT getting her son back. That was the only
Yeah. They
important
were hanging
piece.
around to make sure that she got her kid back,
Yeah.
and they couldn't just get the money and leave. Like that shit looks obvious as hell.
Suspicious.
They come
Did
back looking, and you ain't working at the same place no more. You done dipped out.
They was
It
trying to
was
keep
bad
up
enough.
appearances.
It was
They
bad enough
weren't.
that Cleo was out here
Cleo
with
had
gold datings and
exact
shit,
Cleo had
fucking
tricked her
gold
car.
datings in La Perla.
Cleo had already tricked out her car. She had left the job. She had already been doing the things.
Yo, she
So
was
them
doing
leaving
the
wouldn't have
most.
She
mattered.
was,
It wasn't like they
and
was
all they
keeping
had
what
was a funky
appearance.
little $3,000. She was doing
That
the
no.
most on that
I'm
3,000.
not talking about three. I said the 75,000.
No, no,
The
no. I'm
one
talking about the
No,
first time they got the money. She
okay, yeah,
started
yeah.
doing the most even with
right.
the first little bit of money they
Yeah,
got.
that's what I'm saying. So when they got the 75 racks, they should have left.
But they didn't do anything with the 75.
I
They
know
hit
Luther took it.
Yeah.
right. So
No, but that's what I'm
they
saying.
was about to
The
be
minute they got that
done.
75, they one, like I said, they one had to wait on TT to get her kid back.
Yeah.
But two, they couldn't have just like robbed the bank on a Monday and been dipped out on a Tuesday. It looks too goddamn obvious. They were trying to give it a little time for like, okay, we ain't on the at least ain't on the news anymore, like the nightly news every day. Then we can slowly start to like get up out of here.
They had the worst fucking wigs. Why
Dude,
is it that everyone who has seen your face can identify you in this video.
They never went to. So we can tell this is a movie because they would have been caught after the first robbery.
Nigga, immediately.
These niggas never hid their face. Nobody in these movies hid the face.
A wig and sunglasses.
That's it.
They thought they was Clark Kent.
That was that Clark Kent anonymous.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Blair seen the kid. He seen the video one time. Like, oh shit, that's her.
Right.
Nigga, he done seen that body. He like, oh,
listen, we
that's
gonna talk
mine.
about that sex scene. We is gonna talk about that sex scene. Blair Underwood. Oh my goodness. Ooh, he is.
And it's one of the few times that Blair been like a wholly good guy. Like he didn't teeter on the edge of being an asshole. Look at this right here.
Hey, Anthony.
What did I miss? I done miss a lot, huh?
No, not
I am
really.
so sorry. I am cuckoo.
Did you send me to voicemail when I called you, sir?
Wait, you called me?
Yes.
Man, that tell you my phone really does work with Do Not Disturb. My bad.
Nigga.
Did you draw this shirt?
Huh?
Why?
I wish I did.
He say, did you draw this shirt?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar. Lamar. Say it right. Lamar.
I like it.
They should put an accent. They should have put an accent over the second L.
Since we're in the West Coast, since we're in the West Coast right now, do you think Kendrick is going to pop out for Joey?
Oh, for little JoJo? Or as he's known now as Joseph Naughty Bottoms.
Naughty Bottoms. Why is that?
Joseph
because nobody thinks of him as a badass. He's a good rapper. I gotta give it to him.
Joey Badass?
Yeah, Joey Badass. Naughty Bottoms. No, he's a good rapper, man. And no, let me not lie. I'm gonna give him a great because the boy he's got bars. Is it enough to make Kendrick pop out and go and do something? Maybe. He might get a subliminal or two once the tour is over.
This why you see what I'm talking about. This why Drake is the GOAT, bro. Drake wouldn't allow none of these little niggas to talk about him and then not be a song. But anyway,
who's running this? But
then at the end of the day,
I can unmute myself. Never.
One thing that Kendrick wouldn't do is he wouldn't go to the courts and sue and cry like a whiny little bitch.
We ain't talking about that.
Oh, we never talk about that.
We ain't gotta talk about that. We did. We
fellas,
talked about it months ago.
I need a drink.
Yeah, every episode, ma'am. Like, what is going on?
You know what, Jazz? I'm gonna end it like this. Kendrick will probably pull a takeover like Jay did at the end.
Kendrick can have a take. It's one nigga coming at him. Drake had to pull it. You know what? Fuck this, because I don't want to hear this shit that Anthony talking about.
Inside voice, sir.
You're so mad.
You started it.
That's bullshit.
You started so mad.
Anthony, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Sir. How are you?
Hi, sir. I'm doing well. I apologize for being so late. I thought it was 7:00 my time, not 7:00 Floridian time. Sorry about that. My bad. I misread. But I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. I'm ready to set it off, as you can see.
You want to talk shit?
Hey, you asked me a question. I gave you an answer.
No? Okay, my bad.
Don't be mad with the answer. Just accept it.
I thought we were singing Set It Off. I thought that's what we was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
yeah. No, see, niggas my age would have been started saying, they would have been, you want them guys to not your hoe? You had to set that bitch off.
Jason,
Jazz,
you are my sister, my strength, and my pride.
Okay.
See, that's
God take a while. No,
on the blackening. That's what they were saying. So I know that was paid. The homage was paid in there.
Hey, look, we about to get a Monica and Brandy tour, so we are about to live in a good era.
They said that's a recession indicator. You think so?
Yes.
What?
I don't count nobody pockets.
I don't hate niggas. I hate niggas.
Like, we enjoy the work.
The things that we are on here talking about. Set it off, bro. The things that we enjoy. When we get a time to celebrate it, niggas want to take jokes and I'm like, bro, it's not. Wait, what? I'm just like the Millennium Tour. That's been going on for a few years. That should have been going on. Niggas still listen to that shit. That's how niggas listen to.
They got women that still walk around with jersey dresses.
What you
they do. It's a little. They should have done it earlier.
No,
because now it's
I disagree. However,
No, they should have done it a little earlier because to see some of these pop locking ass moves and these niggas is just they ain't locking like they used to lock and they ain't popping like they used to pop.
And Omarion is built like me now. The brother got to get back in the gym.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait. Did y'all see Genuine dancing to My Pony? I don't want to hear that shit about any of these Omarion and them doing nothing.
You saw Genuine fall off the stage?
I don't agree with it. Right. Like you throwing Genuine at us like we was like saying, yeah, go Genuine. Nigga, no, you was too old. He was too old too.
95?
I want the music. Look, I want the music, but I'm old enough to realize, nigga, just y'all need to do-wop that thing. Y'all need to stand with a mic like the Four Tops used to do and just
no. We don't
a little shoot.
We don't want
that's
that.
it. Because all of that other shit that y'all trying to do.
Y'all let Usher. Everybody can't be Usher, man. That's an anomaly. Everybody can't be Beyonce. That's an anomaly.
And they can't. And they need to cut it the fuck out. Because even if you look at some of Beyonce's older shit to now, even she done kind of she is still extremely high energy, but even she done cut back a little bit. Like, wait a minute, I'm over 40 now.
Well, you see, but also it also starts to show who really could sing back in the from when y'all were younger. Like I am the oldest out of all of y'all. A lot of them cats ain't had no voices.
They didn't.
They just some of them were just light skinned with wavy hair, and they could bust a split. You know, they could do the "you got served" crap. And then when you put them in front of the mic, it's like, I don't wanna. Not everybody was a Mario or a Lloyd. And again,
we talking about Usher.
No. Well, Usher started before all of them. Usher was a baby.
Yeah,
we all
like,
know
what,
the stories
12 or 13?
Yeah, he was 12 when he dropped his first album.
Mm-hmm.
So
because Monica was around that age too, wasn't she? The first time
Monica was like 14, 15. Her and Brandy, I think, were around the same age as when they dropped their first album. So again, Monica, Brandy didn't have to dance. Brandy danced, but she could actually stand. It wasn't great. I mean, we all saw the intro to Moesha. Y'all know she couldn't cut a rug.
Into the no.
But she had a voice and she could sing. Usher has a voice. So he doesn't have to get on roller skates if he don't want to and just serenade and make your girl play with two cherries on a stem. That's because he's the cherry man now.
Imagine just seeing your girl on there playing with cherries.
Would you be upset?
Fuck yeah, I'd be upset. Am I supposed to be happy? Usher? Am I supposed to be happy? Usher feeding my chick?
Oh well, I mean, yeah, I guess
you're right.
Yep.
Oh, you think I'm a cook? That's crazy.
Uh-oh. I got a question, and then we're gonna get back on the movie. Cook. Can y'all tie a cherry stem with your tongue?
No.
That's a woman thing.
No,
I know guys that can do that.
You shouldn't.
Hey, boy.
Hey, Jazz, what the conversation we had earlier?
Jazz would like to know.
Jazz, can you do it?
On their nipples?
I can.
Go.
I was so excited when I did it. I was like, oh shit.
I know a few that can.
I know none. I've met none.
I know a few.
I know a few who could do tricks with ping pongs, but
I don't want to know them. I don't want to know them. I don't want to know them.
You should know them.
What they do with ping pong? With what? With what part of the body?
Yes.
Let your imagination
exactly.
fly.
Exactly. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know them.
So set it off.
Banana in the tailpipe.
Set it off. Anthony, I will go to you. Yes. We haven't talked about the conflicts 3 out of our 4 women pretty much went through. I'm not gonna lie, they should have saged their friendship because this
nigga said they should have saged.
It was just more terrible shit happening to each of them outside of Cleo. Were you able to do like a rewatch recently of this?
I watched it a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact, before you even brought it up. And I will say this. Cleo had some issues, but Cleo's issues were the streets. Cleo was a super stud. So her stuff dealt, in the streets. She
said a super stud.
She was
a super stud.
That's what Anthony said.
She was.
She was
I
carrying
mean,
at all times. What you
I
saying?
mean, she was. I was very surprised when she was laid out on that car and had that lingerie on underneath her shit, though. That
yeah.
kind of
Well,
took me aback because I expected to see like boxers and a wife beater, but I
but
was
keep in
very
mind,
surprised to see the little.
it was tight, so it was
It was
trying
supposed
to.
to be. It was
Well,
lingerie.
no,
It's
what
supposed to
I'm
be
saying,
tight.
it wasn't
Nah,
it wasn't
her titties was
loose.
running out that thing. I don't know
Yeah, them
about
things
that.
they was crying for help. She was like, "No, push him in. I got to be a man in this bitch." But no, Frankie's problems really just kicked in after that one circumstance. Because Frankie was good. Frankie was working at the bank. She was doing what black people want black people to
Aspire
do,
to do. Yeah.
Right.
aspire to do. Work at the bank or work at some financial institution or working in a job that when you walk back into the hood, you can hold your head up high and hopefully it's still not get robbed.
Like Whack Arnold, like Dave Chappelle and Whack Arnold's.
And whack Arnold's, because the meanest burger in the world will be the leanest burger in the world if you know how to cook it. Now Titi and Stony, well, that's just,
Tragic.
that's just tragedy. Titi is tragedy. That girl cried through the whole movie.
TT annoyed me.
I
TT.
need them, Tyler. I figured that's how she got. That's why she's stuck in his contracts.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that child, that wasn't an accident. That child was looking for sweet release.
Which
Nigga,
one?
That baby was
he
looking
talking about
to
the
go to.
he talking about the
Oh,
baby that
my
drank
God.
the damn shit.
I thought he was
not the baby.
I thought he was talking about Luther.
I knew he was talking about the baby. Anthony,
Get away.
Nigga, here.
you
I
say he's
don't
sick
want
of
to be
his
her
mama.
king no more.
You
I
ain't
don't want to
shit.
be
Shut
her
the fuck
king
up.
no more.
She cried more than her child. How many times through the
She
movie
did.
did you hear TT's little kid cry?
When he got sprayed.
Exactly.
And
And
why
he
they
did it
call
to
it-
got
himself.
But hold on, that
sprayed.
means she was a good mother because he was laughing at all the other scenes prior to that.
No, he was wearing a mask to hide the pain. He had to laugh to laugh to
Anthony.
keep from crying, Jazz.
Anthony, shut the fuck up.
That child went through it. No, I'm
I
a
can't stand
fighter
your
for that
black
baby.
ass.
That baby knew that time was up. I can't be in this family dynamic anymore. I need to be called home.
So you think
I got
Auntie.
an auntie. I got a crying mama.
This nigga said
got
a auntie.
I got a auntie. Oh my God.
Joe?
My other auntie laying on her back for a cousin who ain't did shit. Was supposed to go to school, but decided
Listen.
he wanted to be from the Acorn Projects with his
Listen.
goofy ass.
I have a question for y'all.
Nigga.
Woo. Listen, Trey motherfucking Wiggs. Okay, so my question is, who was the biggest liar between Stevie saying that he got accepted into college or Robert from Acrimony, who never told Sister he had a record to where he would never get a real job after college?
Oh, it was definitely Robert.
Robert.
He kept
Yeah.
he had a whole life. Yeah, he took a whole life. He took a whole
But
life.
he tried to pay it back. He was given $10 million, and then Tyler Perry just wrote some crazy shit, and then here comes Superho. No.
It's people to this day that still
No,
argue
sir.
about that. So Tyler, whatever he wrote for his people. I'm gonna tell you that now. What do you think about this, bitch? We don't need to talk. That's what I figured out. But it's not. I think Stevie got caught into that, that complicated situation where you're a kid and you're living for what other people want for you. His sister is already trying to afford a life for them based on, which we find out later that the parents had been killed. And he was just doing what he could to try to make a situation good. But now I get where she was coming from. I just laid down with Nate old ass for you, and you're not even in school.
I would have beat his ass.
And the money
Nigga. And then why did she rip up the check?
I was gonna ask y'all that.
Okay, was the money in her account and she was writing a check to the school?
No.
Because there's no way in hell Nate
That
wrote
was-
that
that
check.
was
He wrote
Nate's
her.
check.
I
That
think
was
he wrote her a
Nate's check.
check.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was.
She ripped up that money. Yes. You
Yeah,
could have got
that was
groceries. You could have done so much with that money.
But that's what I was like, maybe it was like, because remember she had initially talked to him about working at his car dealership. So was this
right.
supposed to be in advance on her working there, and that's why she ripped it up? Or was this just the money for the sex?
Both.
I think it
Because
was
if it
more the
was
money
just the
for the
money for
sex.
the sex, I'm keeping the check.
Yeah, that was just, the money's on the dresser. Is on the nightstand.
Oh,
That
I'd have
that
kept
was
that.
it. That was not a pay in advance and see you Monday. That was drop your drawers, let's get it done. And oh, it was a
Let's
lovely tea
get it
party. Here's the check.
on.
No, Stony, I'm gonna say it like this. Stony was probably the most moralistically stupid out of the whole crew.
Moralistically stupid. I don't think that's a
Stupid.
word, but I like
I
it.
it's
I like it.
no, like seriously, her morals made her stupid because
Oh,
at
a
the
lot of
end of
people
the
like
day,
that.
even when she finally bucked up, like she's the leader of the crew, you got on your back. I totally understand it. Good, you did what you had to do
I would
for your
too,
brother. Your parents no longer living. You are the mama
You got on
figure,
your
the
back,
daddy figure.
Jason?
for sure. Come on, Titi,
Hey,
mama.
if the money right, you got to do it. Um,
What's it gonna take? Like $100?
wow,
$100.
wow,
Jason,
Helaine,
Jason
Helaine.
said an Amazon gift card for
I
25.
I need at least what's that some whole food what's
With
the
an Amazon gift card, you can get Mad Whole Foods. They own the building. Jason, there's a lot of hoeing to
What
be
you
done,
Know
my
your
friend.
value,
Go
my
out.
brother. Know your
you want some
value.
Yeah. Know
you
your
want some
value.
good you want some
you
good grits?
think the value I think the value is a little bit lower than what the woman may be able to get. I don't think it's gonna be equal,
So
you
wait,
know?
Nigga,
you're basically saying you're
Jason
great
fucking for
value at
cheesecake and
Sam's?
some yeah, he's fucking for cheesecake and grits.
Oh,
Not
hey.
grits. Don't say
Not
that.
together.
Not grits.
Not at the same time.
He's
But
from
Fuck your
Memphis.
stomach.
So hot
Oh.
chicken.
no, he ain't fucking for hot
Rice
chicken.
biscuits. Rice
Rice
biscuits.
Okay. All
So
right.
first off, I know my value a bit more than that. It'll at least be a whole meal complete
Well, I'll say this.
with the dessert. Like don't
Stony knew
sell
her
me like y'all
value.
giving me parts of meals. Like damn, what kind of thing what do
Hold
y'all
on.
think of
You
me?
fucking for brunch? You fucking for brunch?
Wow.
A whole brunch, yes.
Yeah, a whole brunch.
Yeah.
With mimosas.
Yeah.
All you can
With a
drink
flight.
mimosas.
Oh yeah.
He can even get a flight.
He
A
don't even
flight.
drink.
I will that day. I will
Virgin
that.
mimosas. Orange juice.
Orange juice.
Give me a picture. A
But if
picture
you
of
think
orange
about it,
juice.
Okay.
Stony knew the value of what
Fresh
was between her
squeezed.
legs, and that was tuition to get her brother in school.
Hey
Period.
man, them bitches said it. What's her name? She said you got to use what you got
Got to get what
to
you
get
want.
what you want.
Was it for a
And
semester? Was it a year? Like
Nigga,
how?
that was
What
a
wait,
kind of?
semester.
what
Cause
was the school?
she even told him, she's like, it's not, I know it's not enough, but I'll get the rest. Like you out here fucking
Yeah.
per semester, bitch. You fucking
Listen,
per nine
She
weeks.
gonna have
she
to.
is gonna
Eight
get him
fucks.
through
Hey,
college.
eight fucks. That may be worth it.
Yeah.
What was Forrest Gump's mama did that, but she had it for a whole goddamn year, remember?
Well,
See, why?
but
See this,
you
man.
got
We
to keep
gotta.
in mind, Forrest's mama really did love and learned and was honest about his education.
She got that nigga into it. She not only did she get him in the school, she got the tuition for that motherfucker. So
Yeah.
Forrest's mom was doing it.
Yeah, Stony. I don't know what you might have to get some
Stony.
Riri to it. I have no idea. It's got to be special
She need a
because
little
if you only got
tuition.
a semester out of Nate, but then you got to keep in mind, Nate, what, 75, 78 years old?
I don't think he was that old. He was probably
Oh, okay.
maybe 60,
He had a nice
maybe.
looking back.
I'm thinking 55-ish.
Yeah.
55, 60.
You know,
He's unk status.
Yeah.
shout out to Charles Robinson,
That is
who
a
played him,
granddaddy.
better known as
He was a
Mac
Nah.
granddad.
from Night
My
Court.
That's just how they looked in 95 though, Jason. That nigga's probably 55 or so.
Listen, wait, listen. My mama would look. My mama was a grandma at like 35. This nigga, I'm 35. I'm 35. This nigga, this nigga.
What you saying? He 42?
And clearly he wasn't that good because she had Tina Knowles left his ass too. So here, I don't.
Oh man.
My
Don't
bad.
do
But no,
that.
I mean,
My bad.
again, like I said, Stoney's morals really screwed up that whole situation. Because she could have cashed the check. Like y'all say, use it towards grocery, pay your light bill, do something.
Because the nigga even told her, you barely could keep the bills on in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And here you go ripping up checks.
And with her brother, I mean, he kept the lie. He didn't have to. He could have told her, look, I didn't get in. But
I
he
know.
could have
I
faked
understand
that.
why he did lie, though.
My thing is,
Yeah, he didn't want to hurt her feelings, and he
You're
didn't want
s-
to feel like he
you're s-
didn't accomplish anything.
you're saying a lie that you cannot maintain because eventually we're
Girl.
going to find out.
Yeah.
You know how many MFers just walk on college campus faking like they at college? He could have
They had
kept
a
that
whole-
lie for a good 3
Look,
years.
They had a whole
and then drop out.
A different world episode about it. About the girl
Yeah.
that was just dropping into classes,
Just sitting
But-
in the class, minding her business, learning.
Bruh.
learning for free.
That nigga was 50. Yeah, damn.
I told you he wasn't that old. Didn't I tell
that
you he
nigga
wasn't
was
that old?
50. I pull up my dad right now. That nigga's 60. He does not look like Charles. R.I.P.
Right.
That is not
Hell,
Tina's husband.
fucking
Sorry.
Anthony, you ain't you about to be 50?
Yeah.
Anthony don't look 50.
Hell no,
Thank
not
you.
compared to that nigga.
But you got to understand, them cats back then
his
was
Kendrick
looking
Lamar shirt on.
75 at 18.
They were.
They
And that's
were
why I said it was
mature.
the times. It was just the times.
They were
But
going
what's-
through Jim Crow and racism,
Like
y'all.
nigga,
that
we
nigga
look back
oldest
at
Randy was
bitches like we
26.
look
That
back
nigga
at
look
motherfuckers
like
like
that.
the Golden Girls and come to find out them bitches was only in their 50s. Like they
Yes.
look fucking 80.
But white
But that- I mean,
age
that-
kind of
that-
crazy though.
That's cottage
Yeah,
cheese
that's-
age.
that's
That's
kinda-
you know.
Yeah, this kind of.
You got to look at that.
Cause
But
mama,
I mean,
mama was younger than all the people, all her kids and their husbands and shit in mama's family. So
right.
Mm.
It took Cicely Tyson 90 something years to finally
start
look
wrinkling.
67.
Yeah.
So
To start wrinkling. Mm-hmm.
yeah, to finally start showing a wrinkle. And that woman was playing old women. She was Miss Jane Pittman, 100 and something years old.
You so stupid.
Mm.
Come on, y'all. Let Charles be Charles. His dinner
but-
was ready, and Sony
Look.
had to serve it.
But I got my first question. Tears versus cheers. I'm gonna go to Helaine.
Man.
It's a this or that type of question.
this or
Who's
that.
whose firing was worse? You have Max from the bank or Craig from Friday?
Yeah, Jason. Fuck the fuck.
Anthony
Max
from
from the
Channel
bank.
15. Oh, I'm
Max
joking.
from the bank? Okay.
Yeah.
Round 2. Whose firing was worse? Max from the bank or Lim from Soul Food?
Who's answering that?
That's it.
No,
That's
that's
it,
this is
Helaine.
all Helaine.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay.
Max from the bank.
Okay. Round 3. This is the final round for this section. Whose firing was worse? Max from the bank or Anthony, which was Lorenz Tate from Dead Presidents?
Because I said me.
I'm gonna say dead presidents. I'm gonna say
Okay.
Anthony.
It's like, damn, she put me in the game. This
Right.
No, because I was like,
Anthony-
damn, what
Anthony
you gonna
Sterling
use
for round
the
3.
the government building or from the TV station? Either way.
But
man, I feel Frankie though.
Nah,
bro.
dead
I said-
press.
I was on that same
Okay.
shit, nigga. The fuck?
I
the
think
fuck?
Frankie, yeah,
Man,
Frankie's
fuck
firing
the
was
nigga. Fuck
great.
the procedure, nigga. Do you know what I brought to this
That nigga
company?
said I had a gun in my face.
Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck
Oh.
you think I'm supposed to be rationally thinking? And this nigga is pointing
y'all-
and then just blew a bitch's head off, blew a
Did y'all
hole
show
in a bitch's
props
head in front of me.
to the bank robber himself.
no.
Shout out to
That's,
WC from
that's
WC in the
WC.
Mad Circle. Yeah.
Was that him?
Yes.
It didn't look like him at first.
Oh, that was
Nigga,
him.
That
he
looked like
looked
him.
familiar. He
That was
looked
him.
familiar, but it didn't look like him to me.
That
though.
was Dub C's ass.
That's Willie Calhoun himself, the king of the West Coast. I don't know, that whole
Nah,
who
fuck,
ride
shout
gang
out,
shit.
shout out to Junior though, but Junior he's been a villain in
Listen,
every
nigga,
90s TV.
everything.
And died
every
in
night-
damn near every
Everything.
movie.
Everything.
that nigga
Well-
was in
That
everything.
nigga said, go ahead and hook him up.
Yeah.
The way that
Yo,
nigga
where'd you get the
talks is
AP
killing
from?
me.
Like, oh my goodness, buddy. Wow.
But that nigga said it, and the nigga, did you see the nigga look up like he was gonna roll his eyes in the back of his head to see his own fucking head?
Yeah.
Like the fuck? You forgot it was back there?
Man. Stevie's
And
end
that-
was very sad.
Yeah. For me, Stevie getting shot and just the yelling. Oh, I'm like, bro, just fall on the ground. You did. Just
No,
die.
he was already on the ground. He was trying to
He was
move the
he was
champagne
trying to move the
bottle.
champagne
And
bottle,
then
but he should have
some
just laid on that
motherfucker from a
motherfucker.
distance yell out, "Gun!" You know it was a
That dude was
racist.
across the
Like
street
they
when he
lit
yelled
his
gun.
nigga, they lit his ass
Why
up
did
though.
everybody
Yeah.
shoot?
What movie? There's a movie. What movie is it? Three Strikes. And it was like, yes, it's Three Strikes. Well, he running
with
from the
Brian
police.
Hooks?
And he said, gun.
Yeah.
And they just started shooting at him like, bro.
Oh man.
It's
It's
always. Oh, go ahead, Anthony.
oh no, I was just thinking about it, man. Black movies in the 90s was over sensationalized with black trauma.
Yeah.
That's what Tyler
We
Perry was
went
raised in.
Yo,
off
Tyler
it.
Perry.
Oh, this was
drawing
before
a
Tyler.
line. He was drawing
Like
a
it,
line watching this.
yeah, even Tyler
Right here.
Perry just went, nope, nope. I'm gonna make about 74 plays, get my dress. I am not no. Like
I'm gonna wait
from
till later.
90, from yeah,
I'm gonna wait till later
wait
when
till
I'm
later. Let me get that
established.
billion
Them
in.
niggas went through. These niggas went through therapy and everything. Now we finna kill these niggas.
Now we got them. But no, if you
Got
think about it, man, from 90 to 1999, man, that was a 10-year run where black films just went to the stratosphere when it came to the trauma run.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, and all of them, even the most sincerest romantic comedies were considered hood movies.
You talking about Love and Basketball?
You
Nah,
know,
couldn't be talking about that.
nah.
But what's it
They-
called? Felt like the brothers. That definitely felt like
The Brothers, The Wood.
Woo, the brother. I wouldn't say the wood though, but the brothers.
No. But no, what I'm saying is that it was always centralized in the hood.
I take that back. You're right because they ran into Stacy and he
Yeah.
robbing the store.
Right. And remember, Big Mike from North Carolina, Jazz's people, had on that blue cap. He was in the heart of Inglewood.
Yeah,
And he was rocking with that North Carolina cap. And they told him, man, you need to take that off. Because when they started checking him, you know.
not to get too far off topic, but I feel like that's a true. I feel like that's a true depiction of a lot of our lives. I mean, a lot of our lives growing up. Because that is more so what I'm familiar with. Or when people talk about like the kind of shows, you know, like we have Forever, which you have the affluent black, the affluent family. Then you have the lady who's trying to make it with her daughter. So like I feel like more people that I know are on that side, but then I relate more to Keisha because I grew up like I didn't grow up in the hood per se, but I didn't grow up where the people that I was around, they grew up a lot better if you just look at status quo, I guess, more so where they were, just the different things that they seen and stuff like that. So a lot of these stories related more to what I was accustomed to as opposed to a person that may be I get to see like, damn, what y'all got? Shit, nigga, y'all got a family of three. Everybody got their own room. I ain't never had my own bed.
Right.
I ain't never had my own room growing up. I've always had to share this shit. You know, since my daughter, like not my sister, my sister was born. So like I said, I get it. I get where you're coming from though, Anthony. But it was just like only people that could have made those type of stories was the people that was making those type of stories because that's the life that they came from. But we would we have related to these people because even when it came to it, you think about the 90s TV shows, you think about like Living Single. You can see cousins living in the same house together and them people you start seeing like the people that's being successful and you start getting a little bit older. Or you think about like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where the kid from the hood has to live in the house with the rich family. That's something that I was because it's people, the address I had to use to get to the school I had went to was the people in my family, an engineer and a doctor. You know, like those were the rich people in our family. So that was something that I had seen, but it wasn't something I would come from the doughboy who's facing life, the mother, single mother, the kids who live in a house with the grandma. That's what I was accustomed to. So the other stuff is just like, oh shit, it's a fit. To me, it's like a fairy tale, in a sense.
Well, and you see with a lot of that, most of the folks who wrote those stories lived it, like he said. But they weren't the only ones that was writing stories like that about our lives. Like if you go back to the 70s when you had movies like Cooley High and pretty much the black exploitation films, not all of them were written by people with melanated skin, us black folks. They were really written by a lot of white folks in Hollywood. But when we get to when Spike Lee literally comes back and kicks the door down again, because the door had gotten kicked down by Melvin Van Peebles with Sweetback's Badass Song. You fast forward another 10, 15, well, about 10, 12 years, maybe, I'd say 15, 16 years, 86, 87, Spike Lee is coming into the picture. And when he does, She's Gotta Have It School Days, and then the big one, Do the Right Thing, boom, there's a renaissance kicks in. There was the LA Renaissance of the late 70s into the 80s, with black filmmakers who were at USC or UCLA. Charles Burnett was one of them. I believe Julie Dash, few other like who became big names in directing in Hollywood. But then when Spike came and ushered in a whole new black renaissance, and that's where you get your John Singletons, your Matty Riches, your Hughes brothers, your Cassie Lemons, they all get the opportunity to finally tell the stories that we wanted to see and we needed at the time. Because the old African adage, until the lion tells the tale, the hero, the hunter will always be the hero. So once you get all of that in, even with stories like Set It Off, which we talking about tonight, there wasn't many black female led movies.
Right.
That really, even within the trauma that each of these women face, that really showed camaraderie and sisterhood. Because Set It Off is what, 90, what, 95, 90, 94, 95?
96.
96?
96.
Okay. What we had was Niggas Ain't Shit the movie, aka Waiting to Exhale. That was out.
Yeah.
You had The Color Purple, which was 80, 86, 85, 86. I'm trying to remember what other movies where it was an all black female led cast where they carried the whole film.
It definitely wasn't that many.
It wasn't that many. Even if you look at Daughters of the Dust by Julie Dash, that's an indie film, and that's a beautiful film. I highly recommend people find that movie and watch it. But on a mainstream, it's few and far between. And now we're starting to get it. I mean, you couldn't have Girls Trip if you didn't have Set It Off and Waiting to Exhale.
Right.
So
you're right. But
Cleo ran so that these other heifers could walk.
Exactly. And I'm glad that you definitely went into the sisterhood, because I wanted to definitely mention that. Because it, like, looking at this film, I love the fact that they were able to hold each other accountable and to call each other out on their shit when they pretty much crossed the line as this movie was going through. So, Helaine, I'm going to go to you with this. And so, like, watching this, because you see, after the first time they robbed the bank, you saw Frankie over here telling Titi, like, you don't get no money because you didn't do nothing. Do you think Frankie was wrong in that instance? Let me ask that.
No.
So you would have been like, nah, bitch, you ain't put in, so you don't need to get no money. Fuck your kid.
Look, she could have got a couple of dollars, but she wasn't going to get the equal cut that the rest of us got.
So a discounted price.
Why that baby was trying to leave.
If we would have, if like they had, what they had 12,000.
Yeah.
So it would have been like 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, and whatever's left over, she might be able to get 2 something, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. But she would not have gotten an equal cut. And I don't give a shit if she screwed up her ugly little face to I need that much. I don't give a fuck. If you needed it so bad, you should have stayed here. Because the minute she ran the fuck off, your shit deducted. I sympathize with your efforts to get your goddamn kid back, but that's not my problem. we took the risk and you end up with the money, the same amount of money that I took the risk for, fuck that shit. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you that, Rhea, if you're listening, bitch, I'm not giving you a full cut. Britt, if you're listening, I'm not giving you a full fucking cut. Not gonna happen, Captain. You can be as mad as you want to.
So
Fuck them
much for
kids. They
sisterhood.
not mine.
Right. Well, I mean, Helaine already admitted that
Sisterhood would have helped.
Helaine already mentioned that if she saw if she had a Final Destination vision, she would not warn the group. She would just fucking leave. So yeah, even at a Juneteenth event, that motherfucker. I know. But Anthony, would you
especially an Atlanta Juneteenth event? Man, please. I'm grabbing my man. I am grabbing my man and my ring and that penny, because that penny is what set everything off.
You gotta get the
fuck
penny
out of there.
Oh,
baby, let's
I
go.
hope you get cheated on and you die in the process.
Damn.
You hear that shit?
But
you see that shit?
Anthony, I was gonna ask you, would you have given Titi her split cut, or would you have discounted it, or not given her anything at all?
She'd have gotten a discount. Not as severe as Helaine, because that's some big forehead thinking.
Whatever.
That's selfishness.
That's thinking, though.
Again, as I said before, a lot. She's a brain trust.
She looked at the possibilities and everything.
All 14 million and one.
That money's spent already.
I'll be Dr. Strange.
That money's gone.
That money's gone already.
Yeah.
Helaine will look at everybody and just go.
Yep.
It's like, well, she ain't getting a cut. No, Titi would have got something, but it would not be the lion's share of her cut. Like straight up. The moment when Stoney yelled, all right, everybody hit the floor, and Titi bolts out like she got, like hit with lightning. Oh yeah. That split was decreasing. And I told y'all, that's why that child wanted to be released from this mortal coil. You see how worthless Titi was.
Now, speaking, I don't know if it's a callback.
She could have got 1,500. Everybody else get 3,500.
She would have got that. She would have got a rack. But I don't know if it's a callback. But it was like when you say everybody hit the floor with a second robbery. I don't know if they told her to hit the floor or whatever. She got on the floor and just got to screaming. I was like, oh yeah, this bitch don't deserve no money.
What you mean? She was trying to blend in, and she caught the cops.
She looked just like them. Like she looked just like them.
Right? The fuck?
Same
glasses. You ain't here dressed shades on shit.
It's like, why you got shades on too? Like,
yeah,
Titi, let's be honest. Titi was a liability from the get-go.
Oh yeah,
from the jump.
Again,
but there's always one though,
And I was gonna say, Jason, I promise that was in my cranium.
I felt it.
I was like, there's always one in the
Helaine, do you know what I'm about to ask?
If you watch enough,
out of this four, who's TT out of this group? Oh, now niggas don't want to talk. Oh, okay.
Wait, out of what group?
That's for us four.
Us four?
Who's the TT?
Yeah, who's the TT? Nike, yeah. You did, yeah. Come on.
You know
please.
I'll take the bullet. I'll be TT. I'll be TT. I'm okay
it
with
has
that.
To be.
I'm secure. I'm secure with my flight response.
It has to be.
I am okay.
I got his fight or flight are kicking in it.
Anthony, you're going the wrong way. The money is this way.
My sanity and me not getting fucked in the ass in jail is this way. Freedom. No, I'm out.
If we did now, if this was,
hey man,
the set it off crew. Who is who?
Hey, be careful. Watch what you say on Joe Budden's internet now.
I know y'all gonna make me Cleo, so
y'all, as if you don't get a vote.
It's like I already know that shit finna happen.
But I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, only because of what you said this week. In the chat.
Only because I'll take that.
You would definitely be the Butch Cassidy of the crew.
But Titi was the liability, but Stoney was making dumbass choices. So who the fuck is Stoney?
Jason.
That was perfect.
Anthony, I channeled you, my brother.
I'm just gonna call it how I see it, bro. I'm sorry. I may cry, but you be doing some dumb shit.
So Jazz was the responsible party until she got fucked, and then she became the wild card. I'm the dykey bitch that's spending money that she ain't got. Jason is making poor pussy decisions, and Anthony is running from everything.
Hey man, I gotta keep this beach body in shape.
Okay.
I'm running.
Okay.
Peace.
Okay.
That was
I
fun.
wouldn't snitch.
Jason, you
Wouldn't
you
snitch.
ripped the check up, Jason?
I'm you know damn well I ain't doing that. I gotta check on this I gotta check on the table right now that I cashed. It's still sitting up there. I ain't throwing no money away. I don't give a fuck when it is.
He
Jason
gotta go to
probably,
Whole Foods.
he probably got his next session lined up soon as that first check got sent. Oh, they gonna see me
Been 2
next
weeks.
week.
Okay.
It's
You
been
hear
2
me?
weeks.
Look, I gotta
Tax-free
make sure. I
weekend.
gotta make sure. It can come like this a lot. It could
Right.
be this could be reoccurring. This is reoccurring. Oh,
This
So
more
he
is
even
gone.
look, that
Look,
nigga's
it's
in
on
his he's
more
in
li-
his phone. Set my calendar invites for every third Tuesday of the month, please.
as Anthony said, moralistically stupid. Because goddamn it, I done set up life this way for a little minute.
Hey, pay the bills. You get them to Whole Foods. You get kombucha and cum. I mean, it is what it is.
Jason out here like, oh wait, Daddy got an appointment. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Holla at me.
Hey, I
Okay.
can't today. Can you get him?
Right.
I need you to pick them up.
All right, so
Daddy made the
Want to
money.
eat? You want to eat?
Right.
Nah.
You like these lights? Nigga?
Chick-fil-A money, nigga.
extra sauces. Shut that ass up.
You know, we got that Polynesian sauce because he was on his back.
But I
You
have
hear
my
me?
second tears versus cheers question. Anthony, I am going to go to you
Oh, here
with
comes the
this one.
firing.
because we
Okay.
were talking about sisterhood.
Sisterhood.
Which group of ladies had the best sisterhood representation? We're gonna start off with the set it off ladies versus waiting to exhale ladies.
Ooh, man. Waiting to exhale. Poor pussy management. The film. But no one died. I'm gonna say the set it off women's sisterhood was a lot stronger because they went to the death.
Yeah, they was out there taking bullets for each
I mean,
other.
except Stoney. Oh, lucky bitch. I hope she got hit by MS-13.
She went to
Damn.
Mexico.
She went to Mexico.
Wishing death on that sister. All right, round two. You have the ladies of Set It Off versus the sisters in Soul Food.
Oh, nigga.
Oh man, wow. You know what? I would say death would have been a one-up for Set It Off, but hey man, the family fucked Terry's husband. So
Baby, you hear me? I let the family in the house and the family fuck my husband. Baby, that was the
Ooh.
coldest line.
yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm still gonna go with Set It Off.
You would have to.
Why are we
I
thinking
have to
about
go with
that?
There was no thought. Them bitches from Soul Food couldn't stand each other.
But they came together after Big Mama lost her
Nigga,
leg.
Vivica Fox took old girl's boyfriend in high school and she never let that shit go. And then the cousin fucking the husband in the house.
Yeah.
It wasn't fixed until they found the money in
Exactly.
TV and whatever.
But think about it. Nobody died when they got the money. Everybody
That's
got
true.
their cut of Mama Joe money. So 3 bitches had to die for Stoney to live free.
Somebody gotta go.
Nobody died in the Soul Food house.
That
Big
wasn't.
Mama.
Now, I think that is the worst part of the movie. Like I appreciate F. Gary, but I'm sorry.
I got one more round.
But-
All right, so you picked the Set It Off girls. That was who you
Yes,
picked.
I'm
Okay,
still gonna go with the Set It Off girls.
round 3. Set It Off
Round 3.
girls versus the ladies from Girls Trip. Which also had Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett.
And Jada Pinkett pissing all over. Ooh, wait. That's an R. Kelly.
Nigga say, oh, wait.
Wait.
Like a little golden shower, Anthony?
No, I don't. You piss on me, I'm cutting you.
I'm cutting you.
Just saying, you just not for bodily fluids. I see.
I understand you like cum nipples. Leave me alone.
I was about to say no cum on the nipples.
Oh man, you know what?
That's gonna be a song soon.
This
That was
question
some fun time sisterhood in Girls Trip.
But I feel a but.
I'm happy with my
God, man.
It's Tiffany Haddish.
It
That's
is
what
Tiffany Haddish.
It's Tiffany Haddish that's doing it. She's throwing it
Yeah.
off.
Damn.
Yeah, I got to go with Set It Off.
Okay.
Set It Off.
Set it off.
Because they
Set it
robbed
off.
banks together. Them girls just went to Essence Festival. That's a
Right.
typical girls trip.
Nigga, right?
They ain't
That's-
talking about, hey, let's go rob a bank.
That's gonna be Jazz in a couple weeks. And when she get here, she ain't gonna be trying to rob no banks with me.
No, she'll probably be trying to sleep with another Nate. But again,
Nate?
she got to do what she got to do.
Nate.
Not Nate. Oh.
I don't like that name.
I wouldn't let her do that. I wouldn't let her do that.
You like
But-
Nate and Insecure though? No, you didn't.
No.
Mm,
So yeah, set it off all three.
okay. Okay. Jason, what were you about to say?
Oh, the
Some fuck
ending,
shit.
the resolution of this movie, like when every scene after TT got shot made no sense. It's like they just started doing like poor edits and poor cutting. Cause then it went from them leaving with TT, he stole a new car, them running. I forgot what it went to. Then it went back to them in the tunnel with the helicopter.
They were
And
driving
then-
around the city.
They
They were ducking
trying
and
to-
dodging the cops.
They were
all
trying
day.
to get back
wouldn't
to
have-
Cleo's car.
But they were they had the police see. Oh, I guess it was Cleo's. But why were they trying to? Why was it taking so much for them to get her car started?
Cause it's raggedy. You know that
She had
motherfucker was
fixed it
raggedy as
up.
shit. Why
Yeah,
is there
but
a little
hydraulics
thumb on my
really do put a
shit?
strain on your engine
Mm.
and your
So-
batteries, even though they run on separate batteries.
No,
still
you know, good and goddamn. Look, Cleo was still a woman at the end of the day. Cleo might have been the dykiest
I
dyke
was
you have
gonna
ever dyked
say
around
that she
with,
was still,
but she was still a
very
woman at the end of the
feminine
day.
woman.
So when it came to that goddamn car, Cleo went and got them wheels put on that bitch, went and got a paint job, but I bet you she didn't do shit to the engine, she didn't do shit to the transmission, she didn't do shit to the shocks.
She only had
She didn't do
3,000.
shit. She didn't do shit to that car other than put them Daytons on there and get a fresh ass paint job.
So you got that scene. Then immediately after they go in the tunnel, she decides to be the sacrificial lamb when she drives back out the other way and they run the other
Mhm.
way. So then after she gets shot, it cuts to the girlfriend just still not talking. She was crying.
Nobody was around for her to talk to Jason. So that
And
scene
then
makes
it-
sense.
Then it
Even when
cuts
there
back
was
to
people around
Vivica
to
being
talk, she didn't
it cuts back to Vivica being caught by the police. And it's like, bro, wait, how did she?
I do think that cut was kind of crazy because I'm like, why didn't you find a bush to chill in? And why are you in the middle of the street?
She
Like,
how
could
did-
yeah. She could have waited till it died down, but she was trying so hard to get on that Greyhound because Stoney made it. And
'Cause
she really just wanted to get on that bus. She was
Bitch,
just
like
impatient.
it ain't a but. Greyhounds leave every hour.
True. I'll catch you on the next one.
But they could have
Yeah.
shut it down though to where nobody else
True.
was leaving.
Then you
Sit
have
your
that.
ass somewhere.
But then you have when she asks him what's the fucking procedure when a gun is upside your head. And she said it's over. And then she takes off running. So then they start editing in between him just like shaking his head like then it shows the running.
Yeah.
And then it shows the guy pull the gun and it goes back to you hear the gun shot, but you still see dude shaking his head. And then she gets shot in one scene. It goes back to the running again. And I'm like, bro, wait a minute. Who did these edits?
This was F. Gary Gray saying he could pull off a Ricky moment that is more Ricky than Boys in the Hood when Ricky got popped.
I can see that.
It was a dramatic. It was supposed to be for the drama.
I
It
don't
was
know.
supposed to-
I know why, but I'm looking at it with fresh eyes. I'm like, wait, why
Yeah.
the fuck did they do this?
I got a
Dude, it's
question.
1995. Ain't nobody got time for it.
Do you think for her running away, yes, she was still armed, that it was at least one shooter that could have just shot her in the leg?
Oh, they was shooting to kill at that point.
Yeah.
After the bank person got killed, they was just shooting to kill.
I mean, but if they watched the footage, it
Right.
was him. Like they was having their guns down. So that just
Yeah, but still,
self-defense.
he was doing well. No, you can't be
know.
self-defense once you
I was-
rob
I
a
was
bank.
aggravated
joking.
robbery.
I know,
Anthony,
but
nigga,
just knowing from people who work in law enforcement that I know, their thing is when that gun is drawn, it is not a movie. They are not shooting you in the leg. They are going for the torso. You're not supposed to shoot anybody in the back because that's a violation, which, if you're black, it's okay. Open season.
Right.
But
that part.
no, they don't do that to incapacitate. They do it to take you out. They want you to be done, And for her to run, I mean, again, fight or flight.
I think she was
Cleo
just.
went out like a G.
I
don't know
think
why she ran. Like, I just stopped in the middle of the street, dropped a bag, and been like, okay, y'all got me.
I think she
Yeah.
was just like, they can just go ahead and kill me. I'm not gonna get away, and they probably gonna shoot me.
And she probably didn't want to be Big Brenda's bitch in the pokey. So who knows?
No,
I feel like she might have bitches in jail.
Right?
Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I think she'd have some street cred because she robbed the bank.
Right. And she
You
shot
And
know.
really and truly, Frankie didn't do,
No, she
because it
didn't.
was Titi that shot Luther. And
That's true.
outside, who shot when they were standing there after Titi got shot? No, because Frankie
It
was in
was
the getaway car.
Yeah, it was
So
Cleo.
nigga, Frankie wasn't even in the bank.
Cleo and
So
Stoney
Frankie
shot that
wasn't
man.
even
Yeah.
in the bank the third time around, or the third time around. So they can get her for the bank robbery of the first and the second time. But I'm like, bitch, I'll take my chances with armed bank robbery. What you getting? Like 7 years apiece? 8 years
No,
apiece?
You're getting life.
No.
They're getting life.
Nah.
They did.
With
They
the
robbed
murders,
3 banks. They get
the
life.
murders with the killings. Oh
Y'all would
yeah,
have
she
had to
wasn't getting
no,
off
I would have
scot-free.
I'd have took a plea deal and y'all gotta charge me separately. Them other dead bitches don't charge. I'm not getting charged for the shit they did.
What I
You
say
only
about
get-
Helaine earlier? What I say about Helaine earlier?
Whatever.
Yo.
That's crazy. You know what?
They're
This
dead,
week,
nigga.
this has
You
been
didn't catch one and the other two are dead. You're not gonna
this has
charge me with
been
the shit that
a
they did.
revealing week. I may have
Yep.
to do all this stuff by myself. Cause Jazz said she'd kill me. She said she would kill me earlier this week.
Give them
In a
the
zombie
scenario,
apocalypse?
though. Give them the scenario.
In a zombie apocalypse or something.
No, all right.
Yes.
So
Do y'all watch Last of Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Okay.
season 2
I haven't
yet.
watched season 2 yet. Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Jazz said if she was Joel and I was Abby, she would hold my
Ellie.
hand.
Ellie.
She would hold my hand through the lobotomy.
Oh,
You
she would
could
still let
have
you
the
get.
cure.
She would still let you get the lobotomy.
No, she would kill me. No. She would
Yeah,
hold my
she
hand
would.
as I die.
You might have the cure. This is bigger than you. We got to think about everybody outside of this situation.
That's crazy.
And I just met you a month ago, nigga.
We done been through the
with
mud.
zombies
It wasn't,
outside.
it wasn't a month.
But the cure was not guaranteed, though.
But you know what? It's not
It
guaranteed.
wasn't guaranteed. Like if they had told me that we know for a fact this bitch will end it all. Yeah,
you mean somebody who is?
But there's still a chance that the shit might not work. Like the motherfucker, what was Z Nation and the blue motherfucker that ended up turning blue? He knew for a fact he was the cure. If they knew for a fact Ellie was the cure,
so y'all walking around with somebody that's immune to a fucking disease, to where the possibility even 50-50. Be like, well, like really?
I wouldn't try, but you shouldn't have to kill her to get the fucking shit that you need to make immunity.
That's the only way to do it, and that's the whole gag of the whole situation.
And imagine y'all leave that situation. This motherfucker tripped down a fucking hill. Now he dead. And then he fall in a lake and an alligator eat his ass. And now his body is gone. And so is a possible
And now there's
cure.
no hope. There's no 50-50.
Because you're thinking about your fucking friendship. Listen,
and you know the crazy
we gonna
thing
think
is
about you,
that
Jason. But we are going to try to save lives. That's what I'm saying.
Ellie understood the assignment.
She said that was her purpose.
She understood. She understood out on the back side of it, not the front side. She didn't understand that she was have to die for that.
So what y'all doing?
Well, say la vie, fuck them kids.
So Anthony, you with Jazz?
Yeah.
Helaine, who you with on this?
I don't know.
You have to know. Pick an answer. Gun to your head. What's the fucking procedure?
Come on, Cleo. Come on, Cleo.
What the fuck did humanity look at Joel's situation? What the fuck did humanity do for him? I'm gonna save the person that didn't have my back and I didn't have hers. No, I'm gonna save her.
Same. I'm doing the same. It may be the parent in us though.
Possibly.
Now so Jazz, let me ask you, Grace or Joel, who side you on in this situation? Grace from Sinners or Joel from Last of Us? Who side you on trying to protect your kid?
They was both trying to protect their kid. And
Whose side are you on? You have to pick one of them.
My nigga, they were on the same motherfucking side. I wouldn't pick either side of them motherfuckers.
You have to pick them. That is the game.
Jason, they did the same shit. They thought about themselves and not everybody else.
Helaine, Jazz. Helaine, am I asking the crazy question right now?
Actually, no. I get it.
Jazz, you have to pick somebody. Are you on Grace's side or Joel's side?
Grace.
Who are you right? Okay, there we go. Thank you. God
damn it. I was
going
to say, I could see her being on Grace's side.
Fuck that.
You are my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only.
I love that song. But which song do you think is like more sisterhood friendship? Count on Me?
Mm-hmm.
From this, or the song from Waiting to Exhale.
The Shoop song?
No. It's the friendship song from Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. I'll look that up. But no, we could continue.
I think because the way the song was used and set it off,
it's more sad.
It's more like
because all the niggas is dead.
Yeah.
Right? And then you got the pictures of them alive, and you like
right. Living their lives, knowing that it was over.
So, Jason, you mentioned the director earlier, and I didn't realize this movie had a black male director, and I thought it was dope. And then I looked him up in his catalog.
F. Gary Gray?
Yes.
Yeah.
And does he show up in all his projects though? Because he was in Friday, and he showed up in this briefly because he was the other guy.
The earlier stuff. I don't think about the later stuff, no, but in the earlier stuff, yes.
Okay.
And here's a little something. Again, I'm fucking old. There was a hip hop show called Pump It Up that used to play syndicated throughout the US, starring one Dee Barnes. If you know who Dee Barnes is, she was the woman who got assaulted by Dr. Dre in the nightclub. Back in 91, 92, I believe. F. Gary Gray was her videographer. And that's how he, the whole thing that happened with Dr. Dre is because she was doing an interview with Ice Cube in the Lynch Mob. And Ice Cube made some references towards NWA. F. Gary Gray is literally behind the camera. That's how him and Ice Cube linked up. When he was shooting the segment. So it's just thus from there to Friday,
right?
From Friday to set it off, and then F. Gary Gray goes on to make other fairly awesome movies.
Because he did Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. Yeah, so it's all full circle.
Yep.
He
got some backlash because they didn't show the assault on D. Williams.
I heard about that.
It was supposed to be a true story. Tell the whole story. And I'm like, I don't even think Dee Barnes want to relive that madness again. So just a little mindless trivia. Useless trivia.
No, that's a very good, important fact. But like his catalog.
Anthony done talking yet?
Shut your fucking face.
Yeah. He's got a really dope catalog. A few, like he did Italian Job, Friday, The Fate of the Furious, Straight Outta Compton. He did Law Abiding Citizen. So he worked with a nice amount of people.
Yeah, he been working.
Since we're talking about directors, I asked y'all 5 favorite Black directors. I'm going to start with you first, Anthony. Who's your top 5?
Top 5. Spike Lee. Ryan Coogler. Ava DuVernay. Whew. I was fighting between Cassie
Nigga, are you looking at my list? Goddamn.
Bitch, I'm better than you. Realize this.
Whatever.
I was thinking of between Nia DaCosta and Cassie Lemons, but I'm gonna go with Nia DaCosta. And my 5th one, this one goes back and forth, but I'm gonna say John Singleton.
Nigga.
Yeah.
She upset.
That's all the Black directors you know.
Why is that my list?
Because that's all the Black folk you know.
No, that's not all the ones I know. Those are just the movies I like the best.
Oh, no, you don't know shit.
Oh, well, since we already heard your list, Helaine. Jason.
I know I'm
no,
number
there was
one.
one. No, because I didn't pick Nia DaCosta.
Ah.
So I still have one left.
Gina Prince Blythewood?
Actually, I have 2 because I had an extra for this exact thing.
I like
All
her.
right.
She's awesome.
Helaine, what is your top five then?
Spike, Ava DuVernay, John Singleton, Antoine Fuqua is on
Mm,
my list.
He on my
Um,
list.
and I was going between Ryan Coogler and Jordan Peele.
mm.
Mm.
Kind of, I didn't know which.
Well, take Jordan Peele since I took Coogler.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at y'all trading that unity. I
See, I
love to
was gonna
see
say
it.
Steve McQueen, but he did 12 Years a Slave,
So
and then I'm
I was
like,
thinking
"Ugh."
Steve McQueen too, but I was not the biggest fan of 12 Years. Like I don't know. It was not the movie itself that I didn't like, but just the whole slave trauma thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely understand that. Jason, what is your top five?
Da, da, da. Um, I got Spike Lee, um, Ryan Coogler, um, fuck. Hold on, let me go back to it. Antoine Fuqua, Malcolm. Is it Malcolm? Malcolm?
Malcolm Lee,
Malcolm Lee.
Malcolm D.
Um,
Lee. Yeah.
yeah.
who's Spike's cousin.
Is it?
Yeah,
Last
he's
name's
Spike Lee's
Lee.
cousin. He's worked in a bunch of Spike films before he went on his own
Okay.
That's
as a
dope.
Uh,
production assistant.
and see, I messed up because I put Myra Brock, but she's never directed. She's just a writer.
Yeah,
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go with hold on. I know the movie.
go with Gina.
Du-du-du-du. Nope.
Oh,
I like her, but nope. Uh what man? Ah, there we go. What the fuck? I thought he nope, I lied. I don't know the nigga name right now. I can't think of it. I can't think of the nigga name right now. But
give me the
it's
movie. I could help you.
he got big
You remember the
teeth.
movie?
I can't think. He got big teeth. I want to say he did he damn he did a lot of stuff with Kevin Hart. Uh
He did Paper
mm,
Soldiers or
nope, no. I
Soul
mean like
Plane.
the star Kevin Hart, not the up and coming Kevin
Oh,
Hart.
okay.
The star. I think he did the Steve Harvey movie.
Think Like a Man.
Yeah. Wait,
Oh,
think
Tim
like it.
Story?
No, I do like Tim's story. No, 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 no. What's the other? God damn. What's the? He do a lot of black. Fuck. Had y'all said nothing, I would have been able to say it. It'll come. It'll come to me, and when it
Okay.
do, I got y'all. His name
Okay.
Malcolm too, though. I feel like.
Malcolm. No, no, I was going to say Malcolm Jenkins. That's a football player. Um,
Hmm.
it. Oh well.
Yeah. If you think of it, just let us know. I'll give mine. I got John Singleton, Spike
Hmm.
Lee, Ryan Coogler, Ava DuVernay, and Malcolm D. Lee.
Okay. You know what's crazy? What's the brother that did Moonlight and If Bill Street Can Talk? Barry Jenkins.
Mm. Yeah, he's a
Oh,
good
That
one
was
too.
another one I was thinking about. Him and Steve McQueen were like neck and neck. And then I went, oh yeah, but Steve McQueen did 12 Years a Slave. Oh, Barry Jenkins made three movies that I can sit and watch any time of the day.
Hmm. It's, I mean, it's a nice list out there for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
I love talking about black directors. But I got a question for y'all. During
Don't
this,
forget Ernest Dickerson.
I had him on mine, but it would have been six
He
people
made the
instead of
greatest
five.
black horror film ever.
Tales from the Hood, Demonite. Excuse me, Tales from the
Tales from
Crypt,
the Crypt.
Demonite.
There it is.
Yeah, I
Black
love
woman
that.
survived.
Right.
You think that movie would have made it today? I don't want to get off track, but I
I
don't
would.
think with the way people act, the way these goofballs act online, I don't think Demon Knight would be a hit.
I so I feel like it would be like Demon Knight. I would say is one of the best film movies from
Mm-hmm.
Tales from the Crypt because I didn't like that other one. That was
Bordello of Blood
yeah, I wasn't a fan of that at
with
all.
Dennis Miller. Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't that great. It was fun. It was more funnier than anything.
yeah, it was
It
like
was more of a
comedic
comedy.
horror,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't feeling that too
It was
much.
it's just kind of a thought, like when you think about Demon Knight, because I mean, I think what Demon Knight came out before Set It Off.
Billy Zane was fine as fuck.
Who's that? Oh, Billy Zane. And you had Jada Pinkett in her short
Yeah,
blonde hair journey, where she is now. We didn't know it was alopecia. Um,
yeah, That was
So her,
95.
her head looked funny
Yeah,
now, though.
95. Well, she's a funny individual.
Mm, I
Makes you
love
think.
Demonite. But let me
Yeah.
ask y'all a question. Who do y'all think the biggest villain is from this movie? And the options are Luther
I was gonna say,
or
is Luther an
Stevie.
option?
Luther or Stevie.
Luther.
What little brother got to do with it?
If he wouldn't have lied, she wouldn't
Oh,
have tore up that check and that'd have been
yeah, but he
money in her
got shot,
pocket.
so he had his comeuppance.
Nah, Luther was still worse. Luther was way worse.
Yeah, Luther, he was talking crazy to them.
But do
Yeah.
y'all think he was
Yeah.
wrong for taking that money?
Yeah. No, I mean,
No,
yes,
he's
He
not
should have
wrong
never
for
left it where
he's
they
not
left
wrong for
He's
taking it, but he was a dick way before that, though.
He was.
he was
He
wrong.
was.
He was wrong for taking it. In my opinion, he was wrong for taking it, but he did what he was supposed to do. You found it, they left it. They
And when
were
he got
done for
hookers,
they was done for putting it inside the work building. There were so
True.
many
they
places
are.
they could have taken it to. They was on top of the whole thing you always think about is them on top of the roof smoking the weed. Why didn't they put it up there?
But I guess it wasn't no compartments to hide it because you don't know how many people go up on that roof. Like you got to put it in a concealed, confined place.
I
Like
know what
every
pe-
time I
I
see,
know I know for a fact how many people come into their job.
Right.
I don't know how many people go to their roof. You
Now,
can at
but I
least
don't know
find a
why would
spot.
because I thought they put in like an air duct or something. Did they
They
not?
did.
Mhm.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
what they fucked up at, you put it in and then you turn it to where
Yeah.
it's not able to be seen. Every time I see
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
movie, I said, just put it a little further, ladies. But they never do.
They never
They
do.
never do.
They never listen.
They never hear me.
They never hear you.
Yo,
These hard-headed
Luther,
ass heifers.
I've told them what's gonna happen, but they never listen to me.
But you got to
Luther,
give it to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead, Anthony, because I was just gonna
No,
talk about
I was gonna
Luther.
say that really was. If it wasn't for Luther doing what he did, then Cleo wouldn't have come off as cool as she did in that lineup. When the white girl was trying to, hey, snitch, and then she just politely just tapped her little,
Mhm.
Tapped her shit.
tapped that stud titty and said, "Hey,
Stud titty. I don't want no stud titties in that other movie shoes.
no,
Some grandma titties now.
Don't you ever, sir? Don't disrespect the queen like that.
you did
Yeah.
have
That
her."
was so fucking rude. Oh
You know
my
what I'm
god.
talking about?
Fucking
You know
rude.
what I'm talking
I
about,
know.
Anthony?
When she
I was
slumped
like,
in the chair,
Yeah, just I'm like,
and it's
damn,
hot.
like grandma over there. Get your ass up.
It's
Put
125 degrees.
put a moo on or something.
Yo,
Shut your ass.
175 under the
Shut your ass up.
she was at her crib.
Right.
That's
Like your
crazy.
like
The
you two
camera's
niggas' titties
running.
ain't gonna be looking like that in another 10 years. Shut the fuck up, both of y'all.
Girl, I lift
They
weights.
not.
Shut the fuck. You go mind
They
your
not.
business.
They not.
Whatever.
You 2-ton titty beast. Be quiet.
Yeah, I do. They are heavy, but no.
Yeah.
In between us.
Anyway, woman always getting mad and want to clown somebody. Oh, saggy titty Margaret. What is wrong with you?
They still my shit ain't saggy all the way like that. Whatever.
Oh, okay. You ain't got to be. Look, Queen
Whatever.
Latifah was. Look, her titties needed a break. She let them out. It is what it is.
Shit, you remember them little clackers? Do you remember them little clackers? That's exactly what she looked like in that lingerie. The motherfucker was still going on.
What is what is wrong with you?
I love Queen
Horrible.
Latifah, though, man. I love Queen
Horrible.
Latifah. Like
He
she
had
was
pendulous
very
breasts, as some experts would say.
I mean, let me chill. Let me chill.
I got a question for y'all though. Why did they treat robbing a bank like it was just a regular job? Like they just did it as if it wasn't that serious. Like, Cleo, what you about to do? You ain't got no more money. I'm about to rob another bank. Like,
Right.
sis,
Because it was easy. For her, it
Yep.
was easy.
It was quick and it was easy.
Yeah.
And the police were on them the entire time.
Did not
Like all
matter.
the cops was on them.
I knew F. Gary was going places when I seen him rob that second bank. This motherfucker done took, and then why was Cleo her whole thing of this finding the right music to listen to? Like you just throwing everything out the window every
You
time
never
before
had
you
those
go.
moments?
I
You
have.
sit in the car and you don't move
Yeah.
until the
I don't
right
move. I don't.
moves
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
This is true.
I mean, it's
I
dumb
wasn't
in a
robbing a
bank
bank.
robbery. I agree.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. She finna rob back. She don't give a fuck. Hold on, I gotta find some riding music. But then she stole the car and she just rolled through the bank. Like, bro, that that big ass truck, they didn't get caught. I'm like, bro, come on, fam. They would have been flapped a long time ago.
I mean, if you were in a situation where you live the lifestyle of robbing banks, nobody here commits any crimes or robs any bank. You got to get yourself like in that mode. So you let me find some good shit to listen to so I can be amped
Right.
up when I go in here. I'm not listening to love songs before I rob a bank, allegedly. Like I'm gonna turn some Kendrick on, like turn the TV off. So I'm about to set it off in this bank, and I'm gonna be in there for 90 seconds. So you got to have a Robin Bank playlist if that's the lifestyle that you live. So I completely understand what Cleo was
What's at
talking
the
about.
What's at the top of your what is your go-to song for what's your Robin Bank playlist
Oh,
song? What's
at
your
top
go-to?
5 is some DMX. I gotta have some
Oh, okay,
DMX.
okay.
Yeah.
You just gonna growl your commands out.
Yes. Oh my fucking goodness.
On
Yo.
the floor. Like, oh my God.
Jason, what's
Anthony,
your
you
what's on the
get
top of
it.
your Robin
You
Bank
get
playlist?
it.
Something from 3 6 Mafia. I don't know.
Ooh, okay.
Flop on my knob, like corn
No.
on the cob.
Why are we
Somebody be
there?
like, sir, aren't you silly?
That's after the robbery. Yeah, we done got away. But nah, but during like before
Wow.
we, let's plan a robbery, hit a motherfucker.
Yeah.
When I say weak ass, you say big. I don't know. It'll be something of the gangster variety where I'm just ready to go
The
in there and
gang.
just knock a nigga out.
What if somebody finished the lyric that you singing in the midst of the robbery?
Why is you singing in the midst of the robbery though?
If
Yeah.
you got the gun on niggas, oh, I'm singing out loud. If the
Anthony in
song
there
is
with
in
his
my
AirPods
head.
and going like this with a gun.
Yeah, I'm just bobbing and grabbing the dollars. Like,
Yeah, y'all saying that? You remember that look that boy that
I'm probably listening to Taylor Swift.
you seen that boy with
Damn.
the
This nigga,
gun?
you listening to Titi? Tay
Sir.
Tay? Is that what they think called Tay Tay?
Tay no way. Tay all day.
Motherfucker.
Because
This
it
nigga
nigga
here.
is not some. Yes.
Wait,
I
Helaine,
don't care.
what you listening to?
I would not be listening to Taylor Swift. Trust me.
Oh no, man. Like it might be maybe like, I don't know, it's gonna be something West Coast, preferably something late 80s, early 90s, probably. So I'm thinking like
You are so listening to 6 in the
DJ
morning by
Quick.
Ice-T.
That might be it. But I'm thinking maybe Quick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe mid to late, maybe early 90s, I mean. So maybe like early Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be something West Coasty.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm gonna turn some Tupac on, hit him up. Oh, I
Okay.
might look, I'm gonna shoot
I
somebody.
don't think that I don't know if that's a good bank rob because you
It's
be
not,
walking in
because
there.
that's gonna get
That's
you
why
way
I
too
fucked
crunk.
your bitch, you fat motherfucker. And
Motherfucker,
the
yeah.
bank teller's like,
I didn't know. I just what you mean? I don't even know you.
ma'am, do you want change? What is wrong with you?
Jason, I have my question for you. Tears versus cheers.
Oh, wait, I didn't give my album.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I took that Taylor Swift as a approved.
Girl,
You got Anthony.
you are full of shit.
Here
For
listening to Tay
me,
Tay.
I would listen to Tay Tay all day while I'm counting the money. But when I'm robbing nickels, no. One of my favorite songs is Diary of a Madman by Scarface. Or
Mm-hmm.
Jesse James off of the what was that movie where Jada got shot? She should have died.
Lyric.
Oh,
It off?
Jason's lyric.
Jason's lyric.
Oh,
Yeah. Which
oh,
is
that was a good
another
soundtrack. That was a good
great
soundtrack.
soundtrack. Which whatchamacallit, Scarface has that song. I think it's Jesse James.
Yeah.
And
You know, we love some face here in Houston.
oh yeah,
So.
anything Scarface, that is a soundtrack for a bank robbery.
Mm.
If you listen to The Fix, you either selling dope or you robbing a
The
bank.
Fix, yeah. Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah,
world
but,
is yours, sure. But Mr. Scarface is back. Ho,
All Scarface
hot
music.
damn. Give me a sawed-off shotgun. I'm about to rob this place.
Okay.
All
Anthony.
Scarface music made me think of like either spinning the block or my niggas just got shot. Either one of the two. Like I don't. That's what it all make me feel like.
Dude, Scarface was the poet laureate
He was.
of grimy shit.
He was. This is
And
true.
it had a sensibility to it. It had love. It was made out of love. You know,
A ball and MJG. So what it makes me, what I said, what I
can't
will
wait
say,
till that biopic comes out.
man, fuck that.
Fuck
What
that.
I was going to say was, we talk about music, but the soundtrack for this movie is actually pretty good as well.
Yes.
That
Yes.
sex is on my mind. I put it, not gonna say all the time, but I do. That's my shit. That's my shit.
Got you.
And that, of course, that other song I associate with this movie, that what's it gonna be?
In
Yeah,
Vogue.
In Vogue.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Man, I used to watch
Do
that
that.
on
Do that
MTV
again.
so
Jason, do that
much.
again.
Don't do it again. Don't
Do
do
it
it
again.
again. Don't
Do it
listen to
again.
it.
What's it gonna be?
The one time. The one time I need you to listen to me.
See how
and
good he
you
listens? He listened.
motherfucking failed.
You know what?
That's what your ass
It's
get.
gonna kill me. So we.
Hey, that video was kick ass
You-
because they
you
actually
did
made
say
the
you was
sex
gonna
scene
murder
of
that
Jada
man.
Pinkett and Blair Underwood enjoyable. Because they did it with all the slow motion and the fade ins and fade outs. And I
Yeah.
was like, look at it. I was really waiting for Blair Underwood to cheat on and do her dirt.
He
That's
Because
was
he
normally
could've
what
been
he
a
does in these
wonderful-
goddamn movies. So
he was
wasn't a
such
villain
a
this
he
time.
was such a romantic in this.
Yes,
He was
really
like,
loved
Stoney, I
Stoney.
don't want nothing from you. I just want to be in your space.
Yep.
that was a good line, though.
I would have folded.
And he
Nigga.
got that ass.
Like a
That ass.
motherfucking
Listen.
card table, bitch.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
I'm out of here.
Yep.
Done. And she wasn't even used to that.
It don't take. I'm a sucker
Oh,
sometimes.
I
I ain't even
completely
gonna lie to you.
forgot. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Days of Our Lives was on this. That that
When
was
they was
the
getting
jam.
high, when they was getting high on the roof, that's what they were listening to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know if they were getting, if you listen to it or it just played, but yeah,
I think it was just
Goody
playing.
Mob. Like they had
that soundtrack pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
they
to you.
had some of the best music on here. You had Seal was on it, the 5 Footers, the Heist, that was a dope little song. Ray J, before Ray J became just a worthless piece of shit. You had Billy Lawrence featuring MC Light. You had Goody Mob featuring
Queen
Cool
Latifah had a
Breeze.
song on there too.
Latifah had a song. Simply Red's Angel was a dope song on here. Sex on My Mind. Way to go, Jason. Busta Rhymes. It was on here. In Vogue or On Vogue, depending on if you're French or not.
Who the fuck saying on Vogue, nigga?
Yeah.
I don't know. En Masse. Brandy, Monica.
Yeah.
No, not Brandy and Monica. It was Brandy, Tamia,
Yeah, Set It Off had a damn good
Gladys Knight.
soundtrack.
It don't ever get
And
brought
Super
up
Calm.
when we talk about black soundtracks from the 90s.
Mhm.
We don't really bring it
As a-
up.
I had the CD.
Yeah, because I think most of the songs was produced. I see Organized Noise. I think Organized Noise had produced like 3 or 4 songs on here. Because the Set It Off song that Queen Latifah did, that was an organized song featuring Queen Latifah.
Oh, okay.
So the South had something to say back then.
Yeah, we got to start.
It was a dope soundtrack, man, and it is available for streaming. Find it, listen to it. You might want to rob a bank with your girls
Or your boys.
or your boys, and then get jacked by Luther and get to shoot.
Or your girls that look like boys.
Hey,
it's
Thuds
good
of a
people on both sides. Make sure y'all rob that bank successfully. But Jason, it is your turn for the tears versus cheers question, since we are talking about deaths. Or we were at one point. But which was the saddest death? You got Cleo and Big Mama from Soul Food.
Cleo. Gonna get no talk about no Big Mama.
That wasn't a sad death. That we rejoiced in the theater when Cleo died. We was hooting and hollering. I don't think
I wasn't rejoicing, but she went out like a G, but I wasn't rejoicing.
Yeah, we was like, yeah, that bitch went out.
But Big Mama brought that shit on herself.
Well, yeah, Big Mama ate too much neck bone. And
Jason, round 2. Cleo versus Ricky from Boys in the Hood.
Oh.
Ricky.
Okay.
So much to live for.
It's always when they about to go to school.
Ricky didn't deserve that though.
Yeah, he got caught up. He got caught up. He got caught up in some bullshit.
Anthony said, you ain't shit. And round 3, Ricky versus Little Saint.
Come on, man. You really, you know Ricky. You said Lil Saint. What's the call was right there. G Baby was right there. G Baby was right there. Lil
Wait.
Saint, fuck Lil Saint.
Was that from You Got Served?
You did it for Little
Oh,
Saint,
geez.
though.
Nobody care about that.
Well, if Little Saint wouldn't have died, we wouldn't have had the wonderful dance off at the end.
That was happening
Saint
anyway.
had to
He
die.
brought them. He had to die to bring them back together.
Yeah.
But nah, G Baby and the Wakandas winning at the end was the biggest one. Was big.
Okay. I got a bonus for all of y'all.
This nigga said a bonus. He gonna come see
Bonus.
your game.
I'm
Look at
throwing
he-
my-
he-
I'm
he
throwing
came in
the
your trap.
question
He
in.
coming in your trap and taking over your trap.
And
Look
you're
at that.
like, sir. What is
Ma'am,
it?
Since y'all talking
curious.
trap here, Wallace from The Wire or Ricky from Boys in the Hood?
Wallace. Nah. As I got older, I'm gonna say Ricky. But at the
You gonna
young
say Ricky?
age, I was saying Wallace. But older age, I'm saying Ricky.
He
He pissed himself.
I'm going
Oh,
with Wallace. I'm going
I
with
ain't even-
Wallace because he got on drugs, and that's like
Yeah.
it was.
He was sober by the
vic-
time he got shot.
He was a
Wallace
victim.
went
he was
back
a
to the hood.
He was a victim of circumstance, though.
He went back to the
So
hood
was
on
Ricky.
purpose.
He
Wallace went back to the hood
But
on
with
purpose.
Ricky, like him getting killed but it was the whole thing of them taking him up there, him knowing what's about to happen, and them talking to him before it did. It was like, oh man, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, when you associate yourself with snakes, you're gonna have snake behavior happen.
How do you know that though?
They were drug dealers. Like, I mean, all of them was drug dealers, but the fact that you pretty much told the cops what you were involved in, they sent you to your grandmother's, and you decided to leave that location that nobody knew you were there to go back into the hood to sell drugs again. He went to D'Angelo and said, I want to be back on the corners. He made a decision. Ricky did not do that. Ricky was a victim of circumstance in that moment. That's why I will say Ricky over Wallace. Because
Ricky could have just taken the bump and do nothing.
He got clean when he went to his grandmother's house.
That's not how getting clean works, though.
Jason, did you see his braids?
That's not how
Those
getting
the
clean.
braids?
That's not how it. That's not
Go
how it
back
works,
to
though.
season 1 of The Wire. Wallace was fully sober while he was in the middle of nowhere living with his grandmother. I've seen this show so many fucking times. Please
I know.
trust me.
I understand that he got clean because he was there. We just did New Jack City, nigga. You doing it. Getting clean doesn't mean you're done with it.
But he wasn't high when he got killed.
Because relapsing is a step. That's a step they don't talk about. Relapsing is a step, and it happens. He relapsed. Like, he was used to that. He was used to a certain lifestyle. They took him out of one, put him somewhere else because of his safety, and he went back to it. That was a part of it. Unfortunately, he had the worst part of that.
That's why I'll say Ricky's was sadder.
For you, that's why I picked Wallace.
Who y'all got?
Wallace
The
pissed
Wire,
himself, man.
so.
I mean, and here's the thing: Wallace got killed by his boys. Ricky got killed by Ferris, a 78-year-old gangbanger, and then not even Ferris shot him. It was the light-skinned dude.
That was in the
It
back seat.
was
That
a
was in the
light
back
skinned
seat.
nigga that was really a gang member that shot him.
Well, he wasn't really a gang member. He became a gang member way after this movie. He was living a good life. He had
Well,
good
that's true,
parents, and he was a Clarence.
He was
So-
for a little while.
Yeah, and then he slipped. But no, I mean, Ricky could have avoided it. He could have just take the bump and just be like, punk ass motherfucker, and kept it moving. But he wanted to talk loud. Remember that.
So all of y'all
You
pick
nigga. He say,
Wallace.
"Fuck you, nigga." I pick Wallace.
I've
Wallace
never
was
seen The Wire,
heartbreaking.
so I'm gonna go Ricky.
You've never.
She don't get
I've
a
never
pick. She
seen
don't
The
get a
Wire.
pick. She doesn't get a pick.
That's fine. I've
that's
never seen The
2-1. That's
Wire.
2-1 for Wallace.
Oh, this is so unfair. If anybody's listening and watching, please vote in the comments.
If you watch The Wire, don't watch
Wait,
the
the
court
question was
scene.
whose death was worse?
Yes,
Or was saddest.
saddest.
Oh,
G baby.
Ricky's is gonna be sad.
G baby.
No, but it was between Wallace or
That was my
G-Baby.
bonus
Ricky.
question.
right.
I mean,
G-Baby.
I don't- like I
G-Baby.
said, I don't
G-Baby
know.
sadder than all of these motherfuckers.
G
You
Baby
mean
wasn't
Lil
an
Saint?
option.
I know.
I'm
you
like,
didn't
wait,
pick a
G
real
baby
option.
from
Hardball.
Hardball.
yeah.
Yeah.
His name wasn't mentioned. Jason just
You-
felt
you-
like
you
it
just
should have
throwing-
been
just-
mentioned.
just
You didn't
throwing
pick.
it-
You didn't pick a real.
He's
Jeff Dad nigga.
he's telling me about my question that I
Niggas
had.
ain't,
for
niggas
the
ain't even watch that
episode.
movie no more because the nigga died. Niggas ain't even
Listen.
watching no more.
It's you niggas.
Wait.
it's
What movie?
you niggas.
When last time you watched Hardball, Jazz?
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't think I ever seen Hardball.
But I mean, Friday Night Lights is the same thing. When you had those sad ass endings, you just be like, I'm good.
That wasn't sad though. That's football.
I cried when they didn't get the touchdown because I saw them go through so much.
Michael B. Jordan starting off was in Hardball. I think that was one of his first roles.
It was.
So yeah.
Oh, this was before All My Children?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm at the go and find.
They got Keanu Reeves. That's when he was trying to branch out. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
Hardball.
Give it a watch. Okay.
Watch that motherfucker no more after you see it.
Look, man.
Oh no.
Worst death ever in cinematic history. Optimus Prime. Kiss my ass. Moving on.
It's G Baby. It's still G Baby. It's still
Optimus,
G Baby,
buddy.
You
wasn't in the theater with a bunch of kids.
Which one? You talking about the cartoon?
Yes.
In the 80s cartoon, you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The original, the
when
greatest
Optimus
movie.
got Hot Rod, everybody blamed Hot Rod, but
Yeah, they did.
Optimus still had the headshot. I'm just saying, but he was too much of a pacifist, morally stupid.
R.I.P.
You could have popped Megatron in that.
R.I.P. to all those that we lost. Cleo, Titi, Frankie,
Optimus,
Tony Stark.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh wow, okay.
It's a lot.
A lot of deaths.
Smoke. R.I.P. Smoke.
R.I.P. homie.
R.I.P.
They all gone.
But
that was 100 years ago. Yeah,
Delta Slim.
That was 100 years ago. Them niggas gonna die at some point anyway.
Somewhere down the line.
I hope Stack is able to listen to this episode.
They gonna be at my door telling me, "Hey,
right, let me in."
Do y'all ever think that maybe the feds got extradition and went after Stoney?
No.
Which is also bullshit. That might would have get your ass out that car. Stop that bus. Get that bitch.
For me, how would you just let that
but
bus
wait,
go?
Hold on. If y'all was a cop, would y'all have let her go, or would you have was like, yo, stop that bus?
Stop that bus. I don't know that, but that's not my homeboy.
But after
I think
everything
he was basically the whole
through,
thing that happened with Stevie.
Right.
I think the cop was like, oh, I guess we got to let this go. But at the end of the day, innocent folks got killed. Either way, it didn't matter. Stevie was innocent. The guard was innocent, even though he tried to be a hero. Yeah.
And she didn't kill that cop.
She didn't, but still.
They got Cleo though. Stoney didn't kill the cop. It was
they killed that cop together.
They killed that cop
together. Sisterhood killed that cop.
Jason, it was a post-credit scene, and the autopsy
Jazz, shut up.
It was one bullet, and it came from Cleo's gun.
Yeah.
So there's that.
He got shot by more than one bullet, and if Cleo was shooting a machine gun, and only one bullet hit him, you know for a fact who gun it was.
Yep.
True. Actually, he was loaded with bullets. But since we were talking about like if this movie was able, did it age well? If they were to do a remake of Set It Off, and I know Jason's parameters were the actresses had to be under the age of 30.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, that was the parameter?
Yes.
Damn.
It was in the message.
My actors aren't under 30. I don't think it was in the message.
She thinking niggas that was already in the movie.
Every time Helaine says something is in the message, she's always called in 4K like, oh, there it is.
I don't think so.
Use that for it.
Where did you say under 30?
Damn.
It's fine.
Latifah wasn't under 30.
It says recast 2025.
Today.
Who are you casting 2026? Set it off. It don't say nothing about no age.
I ain't put the parameter in there.
Okay, Helaine, who are you picking, Helaine?
So my list is like 30, 30 to 40.
Which one of the people?
So Frankie, I'm making Regina King is Frankie.
Regina fucking King. See what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about, Jazz? You see what the fuck I'm talking about?
Regina King was That was me. I apologize. Jason.
What's wrong with Regina King?
I'm looking at you in my camera.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I said we don't want people that's already well established. You want up and coming people.
She did not specify that, sir.
That's why I said I'm sorry.
No. That was my point in saying what I said to Jazz. It's fine. Keep
I fucked
going.
up.
I want to see who else you put on this fucking list. Watch this.
Oh, LaShawn Lynch as Cleo, or Lashana Lynch as
Lashana.
Cleo.
Lashana Lynch.
Hmm.
Um, Zoe Kravitz as Stony,
Ooh.
Nigga,
I wish the fuck you
and
would. Nah, fuck that movie. I'm not
um,
I don't
seeing that.
like your list.
what's wrong with my list?
That
And
shit you just said.
what's wrong? You don't like Zoe Kravitz?
She don't like you.
Um,
Hell.
Oh,
and
well.
Tiona Paris
Ooh,
as
come on.
TT.
TT?
Yeah.
Nah, that's fucked up. Yo,
You gonna take that beautiful
get that
black
shit
woman.
out of here.
I would turn her into TT. I think she would do TT
Wow.
well. The
Anthony.
snot, the
Wow.
crying and shit. I think Tiana Paris would do TT well.
Well, fuck it.
Mhm.
We just
And then
pick
I would have Shamik Moore as Kevin.
Kevin.
Wow.
Blair Underwood's part.
I was like, who's
Oh,
Kevin?
wait. You would put Shamik Moore with Zoe
With Zoe
Kravitz?
Kravitz. Yeah.
Man, she is gonna
Yo,
be
that's a
mad.
nasty ass pass.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, mute Helaine. Oh,
Dirty.
Hey.
Dirty.
Anthony, who do you have on your list?
Okay, we starting off with my future forever imaginary wife, Wumi Masaku, as Cleo, because she got the tits and the tube to do it. For Frankie, I'm going with Tiana Taylor. I think she would be a great Frankie. For Titi, Kiki Palmer, because that girl got a crying face that just deserves to be seen the whole movie. How Kiki Palmer, my baby died.
Mm-mm.
And for my Stony, I seriously thought Journey Smollett. I think Journey Smollett would be a good Stony.
Who's the opposite?
I don't have an opposite. I'm running with Journey.
Okay.
I don't know who else could be a Stony.
Well, not Stony, the Kevin, the guy who do you,
Oh, Kevin? I didn't think about Kevin. But if I had to do it, what's my boy? Jay Ellis
okay.
from
Okay.
Insecure. Lawrence.
I'm
The
not
Hive.
I'm not mad at that.
Good man. You did some fuck shit, but he a good man.
I
He a
like
good man.
that. I like that. That was better
A
than that
good
shit we
man,
just
Savannah.
heard. Yo,
What?
Oh,
Elaine gotta get the Jason. Do you have your list?
Yeah. So I am going Danielle I can't say Danielle I can't say her name
Deadweiler?
as Titi.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
Wow. That's
It's like Titi
um,
is
yeah.
the bad thing. Like, your career is over.
it's not that, but she got a crying face.
She got
That's
a
true.
motherfucking crying ass face. We done seen her struggle with a lot of projects.
That is true. Let me see you
I'm gonna
cry. Huh?
I can't
She
wait till
crying
you hear
black struggle.
mine.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Jamie Lawson,
Okay.
which is they play Pearline.
Oh.
She would be she'd be Stony.
Mm.
Um shit. Damn. I also had Tiana Taylor, but I had Frankie too. You had Frankie. Yeah, there's Frankie,
Mm-hmm.
right? Frankie.
Yeah.
Um, Now my Cleo. Now that's the one I kind of got stuck on because I couldn't.
Why'd she say Gabourey Sidibe?
Who is it?
Oh
I don't even know who
no.
that is.
Precious,
I wouldn't
nigga.
say. No, I wouldn't say.
Precious.
I don't even know who that is. So no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't
No,
do
I'm
that.
just I'm
Why would you
Actually,
make Precious
my
Cleo?
I'm
My Cleo is going to be. She plays jukebox on Raising Canaan. Um,
I have yet to watch that show.
Jazz, you
Mm.
used a gift to her the other day. Um,
She was
on
wait, she was older.
No,
Juke?
she's the kid, not the no. That's the old one.
Oh, okay.
She's the kid. She also played in what's the Aretha Franklin uh story as well.
Respect.
Yeah, she was in Respect.
Mm-hmm.
But she wasn't but she can sing. She can sing. Her actual name, oh shit, is Haley Kilgore. She would be
Mm.
she would be my Cleo. She does I think she would do a great job in that role.
Okay.
And I
That's
would
it.
have my Kevin would be Joey Badass. You never watch Raising Kanan, so I don't want to hear what you think. You watch Raising Kanan, you see some acting of these
I've
people
seen
I'm
him in
talking about.
Grownish. I'm good.
He
Grownish?
wasn't
They don't
grownish,
count. They don't
He
huh?
count. They
was in
don't count.
Grownish.
You
No.
need to watch some adult shit. Grownish, you're not gonna watch Grownish and tell me them niggas be anybody on that show can act. Nobody on. You're not gonna watch
I
that and
ain't
tell me.
said jack nor shit. I just
It's
said I
a
saw him in Grownish.
it's a really good show. I like
It's
Grownish.
a fun show.
But you're not going there for like, oh my god,
No,
they
no.
the
What's
acting
her name?
prowess.
The little light skinned girl she acts.
Yeah.
Who?
No,
The main character. What's her
Nas,
name?
not Nas niece.
Oh,
No,
Yara.
Zoe. Yari.
Yara's Shahidi. Yeah, but she's working more behind the scenes now.
That's
Mm.
She's
what's
doing a
up.
lot more behind the scenes now. She's actually a spokesmodel as well as a producer for PG Lang.
Hey, you know what?
Mm.
Take. Who is that? Who is that? Take Tiana Taylor out and put Patina
Mhm.
Miller in Frankie role. I like her too.
Remind me
Who's
who
that?
this young
What
lady
was
She's
is.
she in?
also in Raising Canaan. Hey,
Okay.
y'all gotta get y'all shit together,
Is
fam.
she in anything else that you can?
Patina, hold on.
Tina Miller.
I'm sorry, I don't watch
She's in
ghetto
she
dramas.
was in
Right.
that's not a ghetto drama, but she was in what's
They
that shit
selling dope,
called?
ain't he?
Yeah, they is. She was in Hunger
All right.
Games
Hunger Games Mockingjay.
and she
Okay.
was on All My
Oh,
Children,
she
but
was Commander Palar.
Mm.
I am saying none of
Okay,
that
I
shit.
know who that is.
Funny thing, never
she
did like the
come
Hunger Games.
she come from drama though.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I've seen her before, but I haven't seen her in
She comes from plays. She comes from
Got you.
plays.
Wait,
She has
isn't
a
she
play
Okay.
older?
background.
She's
So
40. I
she's got
thought she
like
was
a
keeping the list
Yeah,
young.
you fucked it up.
I mean, I didn't get the parameters, so
All right, let's not double back. We've already
jazz by proxy.
established.
I thought about Coco Jones too, but I was like,
Mm.
she does a horrible Hillary.
Oh,
Oh, well, my
whoa.
my my cast. I have for Kevin's role. I am going to do Trevante Rhodes.
Of course, this nigga,
Oh boy.
you gonna cast this nigga in whatever you can.
I am the one to support my man and make sure he has work. I'm a
He'll play
black
a
woman
leprechaun
supporting.
if she could have her way.
Listen, he gonna be a
I have
fine
a
ass leprechaun too.
I have a joke, but
But
I can't tell it. You
I
gotta
mean,
for
go.
yeah, I get it. I want to look at him, but I don't.
for TT,
Okay.
I am gonna do Storm Reed because that bitch know how to cry.
Oh, from
Now
Euphoria? Oh
she know
yeah.
how to cry.
Yeah, that
Shout
young lady
out to
and from The
Storm.
Last of Us. Oh yeah. That young
Yes,
lady can
she is a
cry.
crier. For Frankie, I am going to do Lovey
Stop looking
Simone.
to me.
She was Keisha in
Okay.
Forever.
Okay.
Okay.
And for Cleo, I am going to do Dominique Fishback.
Oh
I can
wow.
see that. I
Yeah.
can see
I
that.
could totally see that.
Yeah.
I can see
And
that.
for Stormy, I am going to cast Zendaya.
What is his thing
So you
about?
can't be mad that I had Journey Smollett. So we both understood skinny, light-skinned women.
No.
Perfect.
And Dominique's like 35. Isn't that past your little age range, ma'am?
No,
Again,
no, she should be younger.
Ouch.
Dominic
Who?
Fishburne.
No, I'm looking at her right now.
Dominique is our
She's
age.
34.
Hell.
Oh
35.
shit. I think I was in the process of finding her name when y'all was
She
just
look
like,
young.
She
She
looks
does look
young
young
though.
She looks young.
I
Yes.
just know because there was something that came up about her, and she was like, "No, I've been playing like teenagers for the last
For
Nigga, she was
15
30.
years."
She was 30 in that movie with Jamie Foxx. Hell, she was already old
Night
as
Shift?
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
oh yeah, with the vampires.
No.
No, the
Was it-
vampire.
The Power movie.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh,
power.
where they take the
Oh,
pill.
yeah, with the
Yeah,
pill.
Where they could take the
Okay.
pill.
Yeah,
That was a fun movie. I
I
actually
like
enjoyed
it
that.
It was good. It was good. She's been popping ever since
Oh
that
yeah,
movie
that was
too.
2020.
Yeah.
So yeah, she really was.
She was 30. Nigga, I've been watching.
She was-
Because I was like, man, she can't be a kid. Because I'm like,
Right.
I'm up here. I'm already
You know
like,
what,
nah,
though?
she can't be a kid.
I thought she did a really
Nasty
kick-ass
nigga.
job. What was it, Swarm?
So gross. She did, yeah.
She was good in
Those
Swarm.
stands.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was a great series.
Yeah. But I have one more question for Tears versus Cheers. Who would like to take it? Anthony.
I'll raise my hand.
Helaine gonna go slow as fuck after
Take that,
Anthony.
take
What
that,
the
take
hell?
that.
I was
Get
not
outta here.
paying attention. I was looking. It up.
So this one, the category is worst decisions.
Worst decisions. All TT and Stony. Morally stupid. Keep going.
Frankie, the first one is
Okay.
Frankie running away and got caught by the cops,
Uh-huh.
or Bird helping Lim get a job in soul food.
One tried for her man, the other one was just like, fuck it. Um, damn. I'm gonna have to go with Bird because she asked her ex.
Okay.
She knew better. She should have never did it.
Okay.
She overstepped her boundaries on that. Even though she did it for her man,
Right.
she asked the wrong person. And it
Okay.
got Lim fired because he whooped on that dude.
Maxwell
Frankie
was
was
just
caught no matter where you look at it. So she just said, you know what? I'm just gonna go out.
okay.
I'm gonna go meet Titi Child.
Round 2. You said Bird helping Lim versus Harper writing unfinished business. Which
Harper's
one was
arrogance is the reason I'm picking it. Because
What
Harper
was that?
thought
Harper and what?
Harper
Harper
writing
writing
unfinished business or Bird helping Lim get a job?
Harper.
Okay.
Because he thought his friends were dumb, weren't smart enough to figure out the whole story.
Okay.
So Harper,
Yeah, he
his
legit
arrogance
thought they
got
were
him.
like fucking stupid just because he changed the sport.
Yeah.
No, this isn't him because this is basketball. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Now, if he'd have
All
said
right.
lacrosse, maybe, or golf.
All right. Round 3.
Round 3.
We got Harper writing unfinished business versus Monica not staying past curfew. Which one was the worst decision?
Monica,
Monica, what do you mean?
Curfew.
From Love and Basketball.
Oh,
Oh, nigga.
dude, still Harper. She eventually gets to the WNBA. So it means nothing.
In that moment, without you knowing her future.
What is the name of the movie? Love and Basketball. What came first? Love. That's right. That's right.
I don't know. I
Now,
think
for
they played a
Quincy,
basketball game together before.
hey, she played for his heart.
Yeah, she was down for that shit.
No, you just mad because no nigga want to do it with you.
Who don't? Who don't?
She's
Where's the court? Show me the court. Show me the court.
Anthony.
Y'all playing 21?
First off, Jazz ain't going
Fast forward.
outside doing all that shit.
Exactly. Shut up.
I ain't gotta do that shit. What the fuck?
Why'd she go to
The
the
man
gym, but
knock
she's
on your
opposed
door.
to going outside? She's like, oh no, I don't do that kind of
I
sweating.
don't do that.
No,
I do
don't
indoor sweating.
Nigga, who's playing anybody for anybody's heart? Jazz ain't doing that shit. Nah, y'all wildin'.
Jazz.
Y'all go outside, play
Jazz.
21 for somebody motherfucking heart.
Hey.
Playing the 10.
I'm
Hey.
good.
I'm dunking on that.
And he did. Best out
But
of 3.
do y'all have any?
I ain't running shit back. They better get it in this first game.
Do y'all have any other scenes y'all want to discuss from Set It Off?
Like Sam. Dr. Dre's wonderful performance. No, I really don't want to talk.
Wonderful. He was like a good addition. A good addition to the movie.
You know what?
He didn't do horrible.
He didn't do horrible. I will say this though. If I had to pick Dr. Dre as Black Sam and Set It Off, or Too Short in Menace to Society, I might just go with Dr. Dre, even though Too Short had one of the coolest lines in there. You ready to put a hole in a motherfucker? But Dr. Dre as Black Sam was pretty damn cool. So shout out to Dre for that acting performance. It got him to get into Training Day. I'm just saying.
He is in the movie. He's in the movie with Denzel. Come on,
he
now.
is. Too Short is blowing the whistle somewhere, but this Dr. Dre was in the Denzel movie.
He was also in the car in the wash. So I mean,
that is true.
Take that as you want. Take that for what you want.
Hey man, that is a Oscar-winning performance.
Fuck yeah! Just feel like saying that.
Oh man.
Jason and Helaine, did y'all have any other scenes that y'all wanted to discuss?
No, I'm good. I ain't have anything else. And I ain't trying to eat up fries. Look at her.
I get it. But
she dropping stuff?
She's dropping it. Whoa.
All right, so the reason why we are here Was it good though? I am going to start with you, Anthony.
Okay. Yes. Set It Off was a good movie then, and it's a good movie now. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope people check it out.
Jason, was it good though?
It was. I enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Great rewatch. I think they're doing like a play of it now. like a
Really?
I think it's a play if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Are they gonna sing You Are My Sister while they shooting up the bank?
I don't
Is
know.
that a part of
Nah,
it?
I
Yeah,
need that. That'd be
Please let
hilarious.
that be a part of it. Because I will put good money to go see it.
That would be hilarious.
Look,
But
don't let go. Parentheses, love. During a bank robbery? Or when each of them die.
The
mm,
Brat, Latoya Luckett, Demetria McKinney, and
Okay.
Kyla Pratt.
they're in the play?
Yeah.
Oh, Brad is Chloe. Is
Gotta be.
Cleo.
Gotta be.
100%. Now, if her
So who
ass
was
show up
Kyla
as
Pratt?
Frankie,
Who
oh,
y'all
she's
think Kyla
stony.
Pratt is?
I don't know. They
Stony.
did. It looked like they did quite a few of them. They did one with the Brat, Vanessa Simmons, Latoya
Okay.
London, and Keisha Knight Pulliam as well.
Oh, I guarantee you. Kyla Pratt was Stony. Latoya Luckett was definitely Frankie.
Mhm.
Mm,
Who was Titi? And did they have that face?
gotta get you a good cry in for that.
What's
But
my girl that played TT?
Kimberly,
Kimberly Elise? Not
Kimberly
Kimberly Elise.
Elise.
Kimberly Elise?
yeah,
Yeah, man. I think after that movie, it just went like you didn't see her
happy.
because she's a good actor. She
Because
was never happy.
everything was like that. Everything has been like that in every movie.
She's never played a happy woman.
They be putting her through the ringer.
Oh man.
It's crazy.
Nigga,
She's this generation
she
Cicely
be picking
Tyson.
them depressing ass parts all in them
True.
Tyler Perry movie.
I'm gonna say she's
That
the
is
only
true.
other one that did a movie with Denzel too, but take that back. I think Cleo did
Right.
one. Long kind, well, not long kind of spider, but shit.
Bone
John
collector.
Q.
Bone Collector.
Bone
She
collector.
was
Oh,
the
you're
Yeah,
talking about
nurse,
Queen
wasn't she?
Latifah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Latifah was his nurse.
yeah, she was his nurse.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. But that movie's like 20 years old.
20.
Bone
That
Oh yeah.
Collector?
movie
I'm
was like
like
30 years old.
25, yeah.
Kimberly was unhappy. She was unhappy in Almost Christmas too, wasn't she?
Yep. She got cheated on and she went get
Damn.
grandma.
By
Yeah.
somebody that worked at the Piggly Wiggly.
Nigga, why was she with
JB
Right.
Smoove?
JB Smooth
Helaine.
is repugnant.
Helaine, was it
Yes.
good though?
And indubitably, yes, very good.
All right. Jazz, was it good though? Yes, it was. I
I
did
think
not.
Jason was supposed to ask you that, but okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't paying attention.
But I don't think I have any. What did you think those? Unless they was just, oh, this movie was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the one person who I don't remember said it.
Oh,
But
good. Oh, good.
yeah, we appreciate you. Our Link of Thrones.
Ooh,
Who
because
would
I got
like to
one.
go first? All right, Anthony, who you got?
I'm going with that thespian. Thomas Jefferson Byrd, may he rest in peace. He was an amazing actor. He was one of Spike Lee's staples in many of Spike Lee movies. And my link to him, because he played Luther, I try my hardest to get people to see this movie, man. Bamboozled. He was Honeycut in Bamboozled. Hoo-wee, hoo-wah. He was the narrator, the storyteller of Mantan, the new Millennium Minstrel Show. But he's an amazing actor. And I'm telling y'all, if you have not seen Bamboozled, shame on you. This for me is one of Spike Lee's best films ever made. So Thomas Jefferson Byrd, I salute you, sir. And you were not a villain and set it off. You were just a man who found an opportunity.
He had that
A villain.
you see that seen that
Who's a
that
villain?
Omega brand on him?
No,
I know you didn't. I know you
because
didn't.
you're right. I wasn't looking for anything shirtless from that man. But Helene, who do you have as your Link of Thrones?
So I linked people with other shit, so I'm gonna go with Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna backdoor with a little Jada Pinkett because
Hold on.
let's see. Okay,
One.
so just Queen Latifah. I'll go Queen Latifah because
The nigga finna get us somewhere locked up. Nigga, where you at?
no, not like that. That was not where I was going with that. Queen
Not yet.
Latifah, of course, is in The Equalizer,
Mm.
and of course, Girls Trip that she also did with her co-star.
One movie, please.
Okay, pick one. You pick one.
Nigga.
Kind of shit is that? Jazz, what's your nigga thumbs?
Do you see what I'm talking?
This
Turn
big
the
ass nigga
TV
gonna
off.
do it.
And waterhead ass nigga. I'm going
Oh,
to pick.
not
I can say that
Waterhead.
because both our heads big. I am
Watermelon
going to
jug
go.
head ass.
I'm gonna go with Samuel Monroe Jr. Lorenz. He was in Tales from the Hood. Y'all check out our Tales from the Hood review. I don't know what number it was, but yeah, it's back there.
Wait, Samuel.
That was Lorenz.
Oh, okay.
The
okay.
typecasted,
Junior.
like
For the
Yeah,
AP.
I keep forgetting AP and I forget that man's real name. If you'd have said, yo, he got stomped out and Don't Be a Menace to South Central, then I'd be like, oh,
wait, wasn't he in no, never mind. He
was in
played
Menace to
both of
Society.
them.
Yeah,
Menace
he
to
was-
Society
he was a
and
killer.
South
and he was the
Central.
killing
same
man.
character.
He was the
He
killer
was
in
the same
society.
character. Yeah, he was the killer, but then he got stomped out and Don't Be a
He
Menace.
got his ass beat in both. Kane
Man has
beat his
definitely been
ass there
typecast.
too.
Hey man, I don't like how you was talking to Dashiki, partner. And I'm like, you're gonna die. But then Don't Be a Menace, it was hilarious because he got stomped out.
Oh, that movie
So,
is
yeah.
hilarious. All right.
Oh yeah, that
Jason.
yeah, he is a typecast.
Jason,
And
did you
for
give
me-
it? Oh,
I
okay.
did not.
Okay.
And for me, I'm going with the late Natalie DeSailor Reed. She played in How to Be a Player.
Mm.
She was also in Baps.
Yep.
She was.
Yeah, I watched that not too long ago. Baps is still
I
a
was like, what
fun
was
movie.
she? But she was the nigga that was doing. She was doing the haircut.
Yeah, she was cutting
I
out.
was like, where was she in that movie?
Mhm. Oh yeah, man, she is missed. She was a good actor. She was funny though.
She
I
was.
thought
She
for
was a
sure Anthony was gonna say the lady cop that was in Rock.
Not Eleanor. I can't. Although I should have because she is in a video game I'm playing, South of Midnight. She does a voice of Miss Rose in South of Midnight. But no, man, Thomas Jefferson Bird is my boy.
Well, all right.
He's cool. He cool.
But as always, thank you so much for joining us. Y'all go ahead and plug the pod.
I guess I will. Hey,
Anthony.
She had to introduce herself because you wasn't here,
Oh,
Anthony. So
no,
she.
she didn't.
Oh,
Well,
well,
boy,
Jason
I bet
did
you
it.
That was
Actually,
hard
Jason
to
did it.
do.
Jason
Look
did
at
it.
it.
I still didn't do it.
Spoiled.
You mean like the host of the podcast did what they had to do? Yeah, Helaine will never, huh? No, but ladies and gentlemen, I as well as Helaine are one half of the Fantastic Four, known as Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. We are on every Wednesday right here on YouTube, also on Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify. And yeah, Jason and Jazz graced us with their presence on our most recent episode where we talked about toxic Negroes and the women who love them, Jazz. And yes,
sir.
ma'am.
She had on
But
that
no,
free. She had on that free Tory shirt.
Yeah, she sure did.
Yeah.
Like she literally would get shot in the foot to be with Tory Lanez. But that's what we do on the podcast. They are our family. They are our cousins in pod. We love when they come on because it's going to be a pack house and a long episode. So you could check us out every Wednesday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Pod. That is it. That is all. We love y'all. And as always, thank y'all for having us on.
Even though you was out here throwing alternative
Bitch, I was
facts
late.
and
I
shit,
get it.
I wasn't even gonna
What?
talk about that. I wasn't even saying about that. And I was talking about you
Oh.
over here dropping alternative facts and shit. See?
What?
Let somebody finish what they were saying. Jazz,
You
don't
would
be
let
talking to
Trevante Ross shoot you in the foot.
I ain't letting nobody pull a gun on
Mm.
me. That's the look.
Wait, what's your phrase? Shoot niggas more often? You know when that
Yes.
karma go out in the
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
watch what you say now.
If you about to go ahead and threaten my life, sir, I am not just I'm just gonna take his word as a joke. No. Fuck that.
And that is
Nah.
the conversations you'll get on Talkin Ish, a podcast amongst friends.
It is.
Right.
You're welcome. You see how I lead things?
But Jason, was there anything else that you wanted to add?
Ha, there we go. Nope. Sorry about that, bro. I'm trying to make sure the background sound ain't picked up. Big head ass nigga, get your ass back.
Oh, Lord.
You
With
see what
Mitch
happened when a
looking at
nigga make a fucking mistake? He over here
Hostile.
projecting his shit onto me, and I'm like, nigga,
Hostile.
what's going on? See,
Nah,
that's that
but
shit I be talking about.
no, but
Shoot him, Jazz.
no, she already did. She already
Oh.
got me lobotomized forever.
Oh, not good.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody that's still listening, checking, rocking with us, clicking. The current episode out right now. We did Thunderbolts, a Thunderbolts review. I'm gonna check that next week. Would we have the next week slated?
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Yes.
The original?
The latest and
new one?
greatest. The latest and greatest. The latest and
Oh,
greatest.
if Ethan Hunt don't die, I don't respect the franchise.
Brother, you ain't what? What kind of mess is that? What
Is
kind
this
of
the
mess
last
is that?
one? Is this the
It's
last one?
supposed to be the last one.
Exactly. Go out in a blaze of glory.
Why? They don't do that. No, they don't kill the person in all these movies. Why now?
Hey, man, start a trend.
He did. He doing
Tony
his own
Stark
stunts
died.
in the big song. Well, did he?
Did
But
indeed.
yeah, that's all that I had. Jazz, anything you got?
Nope. Anthony, Helaine, thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate
And thank
y'all.
you.
for having us.
Thank you.
Everybody that listens and watches.
Appreciate y'all again. Until next time, this is a Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And
Deuces.
Sony was morally stupid.
Cheers.